footy just smartly, aren't they?
And they're hard at it.
Yep. Vale
smashing the clearances.
gets it down. Buckley tries to send Joey's into attack. Ball's in dispute at half forward. Reed gets it. His handball's intercepted by Jimmy Allen. Goes into the pocket. Can't. McLaughlin, rather, not O'Loughlin. McLaughlin. he misses over. Tom O'Leary. He goes into the goal square. This is the man. This is him. Big Toddy.
Oh, the big Toddles.
Big Toddy. Goes into the pocket. Gives that Reed again. Down in the pocket. It doesn't matter anyway. The ball comes out of the pocket. Finishes up with Patton. It was in fact Swain. Patton at half back. Not quite sure where to go. Decides to go to the outer side. Look, his hand. He's just the only man to fly for it.
Yeah.
No.
Beautiful kick. He found space there, and just picked him out.
Uncontested.
Yep, uncontested mark. Paddy Bright, second in line. Capra fisted away from him. Ball comes back to McNamara. Dishes off a handball. Trying to pick it up is Reed Adams. He can't quite do so. Ball, they're just playing the better brand of footy at the moment, Bell Park. Yeah. The ball comes to ground level. Jacko Sheringham. He's wrapped up in the tackle by Morrison. Ball comes out. Gee, is that Vale? No, I'm sorry. That was Garth off a step. Oh, Adams tries to sell the candy, but just slips over. And the ball at ground level. Harry Smith's in there. Umpire letting it go. Loose ball comes out. O'Connor goes down the line. Lovick's at the back. Can he pick it up before it goes out of bounds? He does. Just runs straight into Costello, and there'll be a throw-in.
That was interesting.
Yeah, that's strange. Yeah. Pushed over. They're doing really well, Bell Park, at getting their numbers to the contest quickly. They're kicking into outnumbered situations, but they're holding it up just enough. And you said a couple of players have slipped over, but they've had to change direction because those numbers are coming at them.
That's correct. They're being forced.
Yeah.
Tigers lead the Tigers 2-1-13 to 1-1-7.
You are a lunatic. Balls at ground level after the throw-in.
Informative as always.
Yes. What is unique of the week going to be, as the umpire says, we'll just have another ball up.
What are the clearances at, mate?
Oh, here we go. Let's see him.
There we go.
Bell Park, 9 clearances. St. Joseph's, 7.
Featherston might have won that one. Loose ball at the back. Adams put it down. Umpire says, no, that's okay. Gee whiz, they're going in hard, Bell Park, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Who was that crashed in? It was Garth. Crashed in on top of Hickey.
It's a good barometer, I think, Garth. When the ball's on the floor and he's committing like that, it shows that they're really on.
Yep, has to go at the ruck contest there. Tyler Stack gets the hands across. McNamara can't take it with him. There he is again, not. Round the body he goes into the hot spot. Capra takes a mark. Costello thrown out of there, wondering what the hell happened. Benny Capra goes towards Hickey with a little short one.
Might have been a bit nervy with that short last one.
He's going towards Hultgren. Hultgren has just Tyler Stack. Perhaps the kick wasn't quite strong enough. Tyler Stack into that breeze. I reckon the breeze is dying off, guys. That ball's travelled fairly well there. Picked up by Measures, who just sees it over the boundary line. And we'll have a throw-in. 30 around from the Bell Park goal. They trail 4 goals straight, 24 to 4-1-25 at the 24.5-minute mark.
Low-scoring affair at McDonald Reserve. South Bowen are just 1 behind and Leopold 3 behinds.
A bit like last week. Absolute nightmare.
Not goes in again. Did he get one high? The umpire says no. Paliuris gets a handball across. Reed tries to get the ball out. Tyler Stack at the bottom of this one. Gee whiz. Jimmy Allen. They're just under the pressure all the time. Rees gets it over to Paliuris. Down the line he goes, but I thought Super Joe was there, so too Lynch. Ball comes out to O'Connor. O'Connor has time. Jen just kicks it out in the full.
He ended up kicking that out in the full, O'Connor, but he managed to shrug the tackle. That's what Joey's aren't able to do at the moment. They can't break free of those tackles.
Lovick. Sun shining off that bald bonce of his. Not much sun, doesn't need much on that head though. Goes down the line. Haints.
Jeez. Had to be perfect, didn't it?
Was, yep.
It's been pretty quiet.
Goes straight in. Good kick. Finds his teammate there in Jack Buckley. Buckley goes into the forward pocket. Tudor and Hultgren. Now, Hultgren, I think, was the target. Yes, it is. Just had to look for the bright boots. And it goes over the boundary line. This time, 35 around from the St. Joey's goal. They lead by the single point at the 25.5-minute mark of this first quarter.
Bell Park have done really well in forcing Josephs into slow play every time they get a bit of a momentum.
Yeah.
And they've forced them into slow play every time going forward.
Vale knocks it clear. Trying to pick it up there was Adams, but he's been in everything in this first quarter.
Yeah.
He's wrapped up in a tackle, though, by Allen, and the umpire says, I'll ball it up.
Bell Park have done pretty good, I reckon, because St. Joseph's haven't really been able to kick to each player, get lots of marks, because they play a lot of uncontested ball.
Oh, gee. Lockie Patton, was it? It just might have got one a fraction high. He did. He's in the back pocket. He switches. He goes out to Stevenson.
Oh.
Doesn't let him down. He takes the mark in the back pocket.
Never lets you down if our friend is to be believed.
Get under that.
Puts it very wide, very high. That was Lovick who went for that mark, but it's all finished up in Bell Park. They go down the line. McNamara traps it, then goes into the centre looking for and finding Hickey.
You got a turn, Buckley.
Hickey, he's almost in the middle, goes a long bomb into the pocket. The target was Jacko Davis. It was fisted away from him, and we'll have a ball in. There's old Yapper back, and we're 40 around from the St. Joey's goal. They lead by that solitary point. You'd reckon that's a 3 or 4 goal breeze to me, boys.
Hasn't made a score for a while, actually.
No.
Ocean Grove and Motterwarry 2-1-13 apiece.
Well, the ball comes up. Big Shorts Vale. Knocks it down. Oh, trying to crash his way through was Haints. Umpire says you took him on. You had a chance. That was very harsh. You had 3 blokes hanging off him.
That's Bell Park's 9th free kick already.
I did read during the week that the umpires have come out and warned players and coaches to behave. Don't give them a reason, boys.
Yeah. Alford goes down the line.
No warning for commentators?
No warnings for us.
Milky's on his last. Unless they're official ones we're talking about.
Yes. Well, then they're in a bit of trouble. Haints. Round the body he goes into centre half forward. The ball hits the deck. Stevenson.
Pay it. Give it to him.
He kicks the grass.
Turf
toe. Bouncing ball. Picked up here. Oh, no, that's Love. Goes down the line. He finds Garth. Was he going to play on? I think he is. Morrison. Good work. Smothered the footy. There's 2 here. Hickey.
Got the banana.
That's James. Good kick. Finds Haints. Haints.
This is where they're slowing him down.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's got Hickey. Oh, Tyler Stack. That's about the 3rd one of those intercept marks he's taken.
Yeah. He's really developing and playing that role behind the footy. We saw him do it last week. He's starting to get in the right spots and learning pretty sharply at the moment.
Stack just bombs it into the breeze. Puts it up for the contest. Going back and taking a good mark is Tudor. Then goes across to Kershaw. Kershaw got McNamara holding his hammer. Goes in the direction of Capra. Capra in the middle of the ground. Unloads. Goes to Paliuris. Paliuris sights up the goals. Goes bang! And kicks it. To say they needed that goal is an understatement, boys.
Still a little messy, I reckon, coming through that corridor. But, if you get that ball moving quick, it opens them up.
Yeah.
5-1-31 on the Blood Toyota scoreboard to 4 straight 24. 7-point margin with the 29-minute mark gone. 4 goal breeze, I reckon.
Geelong West with a 1-goal lead over St Albans at the moment.
How can they when they're 6 goals up? No? Funny game, football.
Yes. Maybe they had an extra player on the field and got robbed of their score, Milky.
Yeah. Could have been. That's how they got the 6 straight. Up they go again. Tudor goes early, but it's just big Zane Vale. He's been in some really good form. We've seen him the last few weeks.
Absolutely.
Ball comes down. Jackson Bright handballs over the top. At the back, McNamara. Just a big mung down the line. He goes as 2-on-1 here, and the 2 Bell Park players crash into each other. Hultgren dishes off the handball to Paliuris. He just kicked the last goal. Trying to crash his way through Swain. Into the middle of the ground. Oh,
that's a free kick.
That's Lovick. Just a smart head there from Daniel Lovick. Bounces up. Haints goes back, gets tackled, then goes in and gets it. Great work from Haints.
He done well,
He deserved a free kick.
Head over it.
Yep.
Determined.
Did really well.
Players did well.
He's on the wing, goes to centre. Oh!
Super Joe.
Wow-wee! Goes to Patton, and then Super Joe applies the tackle. But it goes.
Miss City tried to take a screamer there, listeners. We got a bit excited.
He come from 7 deep.
I tell you one thing, guys. There'd be one team really happy with their first quarter.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be St. Joey's. 4 straight, Bell Park 24. Joey's 5.
20 lead Ocean Grove 2-1-13.
So the +1's Al Hickey.
I was just going to say that. You beat me to it.
Yeah.
Up they go. Gee, Vale wins it again. Knocks it down Kershaw. His handball's smothered. Sheringham, the bad Sheringham, goes towards Hickey, that +1. His kick, end over end. It goes, and over the boundary
Can't be
line.
deliberate, 'cause
Hutchison.
Yep.
It's not a strike today.
Hutchison calling for that for deliberate.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
You don't get it if you don't ask the question.
That's
Milky.
exactly
That's
right.
true, I suppose, yes.
Be interested to know.
That's this age group, the entitlement. They think they're entitled to everything, these bastards.
Interested to see if Paddy Bright's sort of following around Lovick a little bit in a bit more defensive role at the moment.
He has been had a player play on him the last 2 weeks, he was telling me.
Yep.
As the ball comes out of that pack, trying to crash his way through, comes back to Riley Kershaw, up and under kick, Palioris and Lynch. Hultgren cleaned his own teammate up, and also Lynch. Good smother from Haints. Benstead tries to crash his way through. Off a step, Jacko Davis puts it in the direction of Tudor. Tudor went to give up the handball. Hultgren, he's got the runner across to Palioris. He's got time to settle. He's got one, the little fella. McLaughlin fisted away from him. In the back there to the Bell Park for sure. That was against Jacko Davis. And I'm just trying to think trying to pick who the player is at the bottom of the pack.
He was there
Patton,
forever.
is it? Yeah, Lockie Patton.
Yeah, McLaughlin was in the front of that pack for the whole time. They
From
couldn't
the
get it to him.
just forward of the centre he was.
Yeah.
If they saw him earlier, they could have got it down to
Yeah,
him.
Tudor,
Patton
Tudor, I
goes
think,
to
handballed
O'Connor.
backwards.
Yeah, he didn't turn.
Yep.
Yep.
O'Connor to Swain. Swain across to Benstead. He's wrapped up in the tackle straight away. Ball comes out from Hickey. Out to Reese. Reese goes to centre half forward. He got one. He has Palioris, who's been pretty handy so far.
Yeah, it's on there. Yep.
Yep. Palioris looking to see what he's going to do with the footy. The breeze has disappeared, boys. That's a really good kick. Tudor just falls into his hands. And he takes the mark some 12 metres out.
So with Hickey going back as a +1, Palioris is going to have to play that hit up, way in sort of half forward role.
Yep.
And you can see there he's more than capable of playing that role up the ground.
Yep.
I do miss the big chest, though.
Yep.
I do miss
He's
the big
trimming
chest.
him way too much. Too
Yeah.
aerobic fitness.
Yes, that's it.
Too much cardio.
Tudor already got one. Comes in. He's only 12 metres. He'll be 20 out when he kicks it. Just an easy little kick and straight over the goal umpire's hat. So that's
Good start for Joey's.
good start. That's 5 goals, boys. That's 5 goals into the wind and 5 goals with the wind. That's ridiculous, isn't
We were
it?
talking up the whole time. It doesn't matter at all.
Well, you got to work. I suppose your work rate's got to lift, doesn't it? You got to run and carry a little bit more. You got to try and use a little bit more overlap as you're coming through the corridor. So yeah, it does make you work that a little bit harder to kick those goals, and good teams will kick it into the breeze, I suppose.
So the Corio Bay Health Group scoreboard, that's St Joey's 6-1-37. They lead Bell Park 4 straight 24. Up we go again. Vale again, down to Sheringham. Sheringham tries to get the handball out, but it goes to the favour of Swain. His hands out wide. Or to Stack. Stack puts him to the man with the Stack hat and goes past him. That ball ends up with Reese. Reese goes with just a wobbly old mung. And a mark is taken by Nick Swain at centre half back.
Been okay early, Swain. He's getting in the way pretty nicely, which is important.
In the way. He
what you
goes
gotta do
straight
as a
down the
half-back.
line. Oh!
Dear me.
Hutchison
Perfect
should have
kick.
taken that.
Yes.
It's getting in the way in a good way.
Haints gets the footy, goes to centre half forward. Jacko Davis, I thought he read that really well, but there he is. Toddy!
Oh,
Toddy! Oh, whoa. Comes out wide to O'Connor. O'Connor up and under he goes. Hickey, Garth, off Garth's shoulder and over the boundary line. And we will have a throw-in. Buzz, we'll get you to sit next to
here
me,
we
champ, and we'll get Wilbur to get... How'd you pull up, mate?
I'm on there. I'm doing my bit, Milky.
Yeah? Well, you did say the king has arrived. What's the king going to do? More like the prince, not over the king. Ball up at centre half back or forward, depending on who you are. Centre half forward for Bell Park. Up we go again.
Ooh.
The fan club, Wilbur's fan club just go past. You notice that little thumb up he goes. There he is again. Not just flicks out the handball. Wobbly old kick goes towards the boundary line. No one appealed for that for deliberate. I reckon that was more deliberate than the other one.
Yeah, but even still, that was under
under pressure.
Yeah.
But I would have thought if you're going to appeal for it.
Know.
Bit of a hack kick out
Yeah.
of the contest.
You got to ask, don't you, Barnesy?
Yes, exactly. No harm in getting told no.
Correct.
Ball over the back of the pack. Oh, gee. Costello went into that and dropped to the knees.
Yep.
Selwood style. I hate it.
Good call though by the umpire to let
Yep,
it go.
let it go.
It was well done by Reese to not sort of get that contact. He managed to grab the ball.
He grabbed the ball, yeah.
Yep. Up we go again. Vale just smashes it. Ferguson off a step. Or McLaughlin.
Did he try and take the mark?
Try to take the mark, but it went 3 metres, so they won't pay those.
At best.
Big Vale just bang! Power drives Ferguson into the deck.
Gee whiz.
Bang!
He picked up his legs there, Big Shots, and tried to
Oh,
put
He's
him
a
into the
mountain,
ground.
isn't he?
6 feet under he was there.
again, Haints tried to crash his way through. Ball up here. Go Buzz. What happened? Tell us about it.
No, our game got stopped for 20 minutes while an ambulance had to get on the field. It wasn't for me, but Darcy Keys took a certain liking to me throughout the game, which was nice. Reacquainted himself with me.
Yeah, what, he just wanted to pick your pocket?
Just exchanged a few words and don't think he took it the way I intended it.
Yes.
And, made sure my afternoon was a bit of a doggy one.
Did you just get the
He's a
win?
bit too good for me, Milky. Too good.
Never admit that. Not after when we saw you smashing those blokes last week. Old Knuckles Conway. As the ball comes out, Alford. He's dispossessed. McLaughlin, been quiet.
First one, yeah.
Been very quiet. Just wrapped up in the tackle now. And we'll get you sitting here when you're organised. Yeah, organised. So you and Wilbur sort that out.
It's been quite the last couple of weeks, McLaughlin.
Okay.
He was dealing with a bit of a groin issue, I believe.
Yep.
That's why he missed a game for that.
Yep. Don't stop taking your stats, Wilbur. As another ball up. This is the way Bell Park love it, as we've seen, the stoppages. They just love the stoppages, and they don't really care. Vale stands his ground. That's flipped over the back by Haints. Stack, left the footy behind on this occasion. Jacko Davis goes with a round-the-body tight style kick. Oh, Swain just read it beautifully. Bounces off Big Short's hands. Benny Capra tries to stop Costello. Gee.
It's not clean at the moment, are they?
Hutchison.
That's a couple from Hutchison.
Yeah. He goes wide into the measures path. Picks it off. Gives it over to Hickey. Hickey, along the wing he goes. Good mark and taken by Jack Buckley. Jack Buckley, he just a little coughed it up. Gave it to Stack. Stack down the line he goes. He coughs it up.
Oh, bloody Barry turnovers at the moment. They're everywhere.
McNamara.
Since Buzzer stepped into the box, it's rubbish.
This game's turned on its end.
Yep.
It was a really good first quarter.
After me. Sounded good on the way, Milky, just apart from... just a couple of dogs that were just the soundtrack of of the first term. I actually couldn't hear you at one point.
I'm not actually a big dog fan, mate. It wouldn't take a lot for me to...
I could tell when you ordered the tranquilising gun. Ball's just forward of centre wing.
I think he was calling for heavier artillery.
Alford nearly got one high, and the umpire concurs. So Mitch Alford for Bell Park has the footy forward to centre wing for the Dragons. Just drives it as far as he can, gets hold of it too. Bright's there, falls out the back. Paddy Bright is there, but can't keep it in. The Karaoke King in a long sleeve.
Wondering how long it'll take.
Out of play.
About it until just then.
Yeah.
2 metres around from goal.
You'll be pleased to know, Buzz, you may have heard on the way in, Toddy's playing his best game we've
yes,
seen so far.
I did hear a bit of excitement.
Yeah, we were a bit concerned that you might have got a little bit too excited.
Didn't need to use my hands to steer the wheel, Milky, on the way in.
As the ball comes out, that's your best. Comes off the bed of Paddy Knott.
This was a PG rating.
Yeah.
Goodness.
The ball
Driving with his knees for the kids at home.
Yes, hands are a bit sore.
Yeah.
Out of side the footy.
Yeah,
That's, on the Cryo Bay Health Group, 37 plays 24, 9 minutes ticked over.
Let you compose yourself, Milky. Adams finds a way through. Did really well. Adams, it's a shocking kick though. Wobbled out of play on the full, as Milky says. So Tyler Stack with the footy. 60 out, and that's high up and under footy. It drifts towards the line. Paddy Bright just nudged Cam Tudor under the footy, and it falls in his lap. Unbelievable. Now this will be a tough shot.
That went 110 metres, that ball.
In the air.
And only about 30 lengthwise.
So it's a tight angle for Paddy Bright. It's into the teeth of this breeze.
Should be no problem.
Advantage of the breeze over his shoulder, mate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Needs to just aim at probably the right post and then curl it back. Paddy Bright. Not an easy one from here. Puts it up. It's across the face of goal.
Yep.
Went the opposite way. Through for a minor score. Just made it too.
Did, yep. It takes, that's their first behind, Bell Park. Ball coming out at full back from measures. Oh, that wind has got hold of that one. That just sat up. Ball goes to ground level. Picked off by Tyler Stack. He's having some sort of game, but Tudor goes back, takes a mark in defence. Then kicks a low spearing ball. Oh, Callagher tries to take the mark, but he's given away the free kick.
Probably didn't need to do that either.
Yeah. He'd done sort of enough in the air to bring it to ground without
absolutely.
infringing.
Swain with the footy, harder centre wing, left foot ball, nice looking kick as Milky said, just falls out the back though. Hickey, it was Alex by hands, measures, keeps it in, dances out of his back 50, but there's a whistle and must have been out of play.
Must cross the line.
Originally.
Bit of aerial ping pong at the moment, Kirsch. They're just kicking it back to each other, aren't they?
Well, they're kicking them to the +1s at each end. So they're going to have to lower their eyes and maybe use the corridor a little bit more.
Well,
St. Joseph's got numbers back, but they're not spreading hard enough forward of the ball. So,
do you keep the ball ups? Do you keep tally of ball ups? You don't, because
no, I don't.
They just seem to me that they're just happy Bell Park just for stoppages. Stoppage, all the way.
Try and keep in the game a little bit.
Yep. Spinning ball. Tudor had front spot, but missed it. Gee, round the body was Ferguson. Jacko Davis had
Big
two to beat.
That.
But Adams,
so
wobbly, just a mung, but he finds Holgren. There's no one in the forward 50, so he just kicks it to the open spaces. It is an absolute foot race. Leading in that foot race. You want to keep it in, son.
O'Leary didn't take it out.
No, the ball finishes up with Hickey in the pocket. That's James Hickey.
He made a break for the pokies there, I reckon.
He didn't realise that the original player who tried to keep it in was still sitting on the fence and ran into him. That's more deliberate than the others.
Maybe Holcomb didn't need to kick that ball.
No, he didn't.
Perhaps could have held it.
Yep.
Thrown in anyway. Falls to the back of the stoppage. Buckley got rid of one. Ferguson back to James Hickey. Does it stay? No, that'll float out in the full.
Done really well then, Bell Park, forcing them back.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And in turn, the turnover.
I think it was a good tackle by Stack originally where he got the fend off, but
Buckley,
he worked his way through it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kick towards Stevenson. Couldn't hold the mark. Jeez, Holgren nearly got O'Connor in a good tackle. So it's good pressure. Jeez, Holgren had his head ripped off then. He'll get a free kick. Wasn't intentional from Harry Smith, but certainly got him high.
That's an old school coat hanger, that one,
it was. Reece Holcomb with the footy. He's
a bit of that.
still a long way from home. 65 out or so. Just loads it up. Puts it to the teeth of goal. There's two spare back for Bell Park. And
there he is.
Have a look.
Big Toddy.
Big
Todd
Toddy.
Stevenson. The footy has Sheringham over the top. Kick had to be precise and made him work, but takes the mark. Jackson Sheringham it is. Goes wide over the head of Jackson Brighton. Lovick does what Daniel Lovick does. Intercepts, takes the mark. He has Alex Hickey in a paddock of space at centre half back. He can take a liberty of a bounce. Looks up, assesses the options. Kick was smothered.
Yeah.
Kicked in to the man on the mark. Ball falls to Measures, who caught one high, and the umpire agrees. And it will go back to Dan Measures on the outer side, centre wing. 25 plays 37.
Fairly ugly play, that one.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, Hickey sort of looked up. He had the space to run through the middle, but he didn't really have an option at all.
He didn't take it.
He was lost.
So Measures, he's on the outer wing. Just pops it up. Looking for Featherston. Just made the ball his own.
Yep.
Hard at the nut.
No one on the mark.
No one on the mark, so he bombs it into the pocket. Target, Jackson Sheringham gets a fist into it. Does well. Trying to crash his way through. Then comes out by hand. Back to Featherston, who's wrapped up by Swain. Then it comes back to Kershaw. Bouncing ball. Callagher goes past him. Adams tries to crash his way through. Ball's just on the deck. Dumbled forward by O'Leary.
Bounce.
Then back to Jackson Bright. Then back to, that's McNamara, isn't it, with the helmet? Yeah, the hat. Goes wide. Long into the over Tudor's head. Running ball. Paddy Bright. Oh, good work from Tudor.
Good pace.
Well done.
Great pace for a big man, wasn't it?
Rushed behind for the big fella.
Especially the way he was turned around, so he had to turn himself back around. I thought he would have lost a yard or two there, but he did really well.
And then he takes the kick in too, and that was nice. Has Haints still inside the defensive 50. Looks wider still. Paliuris he looks for. The kick wasn't great. Missed him. Trickles out of play. Under no pressure. Be disappointed with that, Brant Haints.
It's not great footy, I must admit, at the moment.
Yeah, the first quarter was excellent.
Yep.
It's really become really scrappy at the moment.
60 out from Bell Park's goal. It'll be thrown in. Tudor, been in everything. Taps from behind. There's a whistle going the way of
Bell Park.
Bell Park.
Yeah.
Harry Smith with the footy.
Yeah, Smith was tackled. He didn't have the ball.
55 out from home. Just puts it up towards Garth. to his hands. Paddy Bright there again, the karaoke king. Dished out McNamara, Garth. Someone ended up with it. Kicks towards goal. And the mark taken on the line by Jake Reid. Is it paid? It is.
Yep.
So this will be
Will
a
not
dolly
bet. Already written it down.
for Jake Reid. It's the youngster. Just 19 years of age and puts it through. His first. Bell Park just inch closer.
Nice second effort there from Garth to get it on the deck and force it forward. He's been really good with those today.
He's having a crack today. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, sometimes when the ball hits the Greg, he sort of gets a bit disinterested, but today he's really switched on at the moment.
Well, he's only had the one mark, so he's getting involved in other ways. So that's what a good powerful forward does.
On the Cryo Bay Health Group scoreboard, 5-2-32 Bell Park, 6-1-37 St Joey's.
First senior goal for Jake Reid too, Milky.
Good work.
Get around the kids.
That's the sort of stuff I would have thought that Wilbur would be bringing to the table, but he's since we put him in the back row, he's not that interested. He seems to have just gone off it a little bit.
Not enough, I think.
No,
He hasn't given us anything. Yeah.
Well, the microphone's not working.
Thanks to Music Workshop.
Switch it on, mate.
Oh, listen to the buzz. Ball in the guts.
Peasant, remember that?
Yeah, the
Milky?
peasants,
he called me
yeah.
a
But
peasant still.
Benstead tries to crash his way through. Ferguson throws a boot at it. It finishes up with Knott, who had a really good first quarter. Ball out wide. Rees goes, Measures was that or Hickey?
Yeah, Measures.
Measures. Almost had his head ripped off. He goes across to Ferguson. Into the pocket. Callagher's the target. Doesn't take the mark. That's Swain, who bundles it forward. Rees gets the footy. Can he get it forward? He can't, but the ball will... Surely that's over the boundary line out there. Must be.
He's in a good position, that umpire, Milky.
Yes.
He wouldn't get it wrong.
We're in a very bad position, so...
As far away from us as it probably be, but...
True. So just 5 points to margin. St Joey's way as the ball's tossed in. Super Joe went without it. Haints falls over as he gathered the footy. Knott. Look at him go. Burrowing his way in. Look, still throwing his weight around. Big Paddy Knott.
Yep.
Well,
It's
thrown
tough.
up on the harder centre wing on this outer side. 5-2-32 the home side. St Joey's 6-1-37. 17 minutes have ticked by. Oh, jeez.
That's
Up
a free
early.
kick. You
Had to be a
can't.
free kick.
Yeah.
What is the free kick stats at the moment?
Wilbur.
Wilbur, anytime.
I can make them up, but
The microphone's
Microphone's
dead.
dead.
Featherston gave it to Tudor. Kicks inside 50. Stevenson got the fist, but the numbers are with Joey's. Callagher, did he get his hands free? No. Dropped it according to the umpire.
I got a feeling we're on world record track for free kicks today.
There was a lot last week, Kirsch.
I heard on the
South
radio
Bowen,
that it was 63 or something ridiculous.
yeah, it was a
53?
very, very high number. Trying to break the game open, wasn't it? Great spectacle. This is Lynch with the footy. Had to be careful. O'Connor,
20 to 25.
who was so good in that game we speak
He
of.
was, mate. Yes.
Nice kick too. Benstead all by himself at centre half back. Chips over the top. They can generate some run here. Patton at half back. Left footer. Looks up. Got a man on. Doing this well, Bell Park.
Yep, just getting uncontested possession all the way along.
Jokic. Just backward of centre wing. Drives to half forward. Bright's there and juggles the mark. No, not paid against Capra, who's wrapped up by Paddy Bright. And the ball's 53 from home for the Dragons.
Oh, Benny Capra just put the ball on the ground for the umpire. Now, mate, let me tell you something, son. Next time there's an iffy free kick, you ain't getting it. You hand the ball to him, mate, and say, there you go, pal.
Maybe not.
Big shorts. Big short. No, you got to suck him in. You got to make him think you like him.
Oh, Super Joe, high
tries
fend
to
off.
crash his way through, but big shorts just goes, you ain't getting past me, son, and throws in the tackle. O'Connor on the arc of the 50, but just couldn't get it back, and it goes out on the full.
Probably not the right man to fend off Big Shorts, is he?
No, you're not going to move him.
Just laugh at you.
Dusty Martin might struggle.
Had a cracking first quarter, Big Shorts. Gee, that out in the fulls, he dragged him a long way up. It's closer to the point post, wasn't it?
It must have crossed over quite early. It did go beyond the cars.
Yeah.
Where's the footy gone? Oh, there it is. Someone's
Milk
got
Bar car park.
it. Someone's retrieved it. Not giving it back in a hurry.
Oh, giving it the goal umpire. Let's see what he's going to do.
It's a nice chuck.
You just don't like anyone.
I thought it was a nice throw.
You just don't like anyone. By the way through that, he's a 10-pin bowler.
The umpire's for a reason, Milky. Because they couldn't play footy. That's quite clear.
That was Matt Kershaw.
Yes.
Oh! The play! Bang! Can't do that off the ball.
Paddy
You
Knott.
cannot
Paddy
do
Knott,
that off
you're
the
in a
ball.
bit of strike, Paddy
Yeah,
Knott.
you are reported.
card.
You
Who was it?
cannot do that.
Who was it? Holgren he got down?
Yeah.
Just cleaned him up.
Yellow carded.
Yep.
There it is. Paddy Knott have a spell.
Yep.
The ball was on the opposite side of the ground, and I didn't quite see it. I saw him go down,
It was a
Milky.
big collision. I'm
That's
not
all I
exactly
saw.
sure what happened. He was claiming that it was sort of just a shove, a bit of a bump to
No,
clear the
he
way.
certainly turned into him and took him out.
Interesting to see the tape during the week, see what that looks like. Anyway, St Joey's ball, he got the outnumber. Swain drops one that he probably should have taken, still has time. Puts it on the left boot quickly. Hickey had to stretch Alex and did.
A bit of a mark on his eye, maybe.
Switches wide.
His cheek. Yeah.
McNamara.
Cheek there, I think. Yep.
There's one in the middle. Kershaw. Handball
ball
over
over
the
it.
top. Morrison. Oh, funny, awkward looking kick
just
out
a
wide
shocker.
and not great.
Oh!
Gee, Stack though, dropped the mark. Pressure on here. Measures. Attacks him. Oh, quick handball was nice. Reed got
Reece
his hands
strong.
clear. Did brilliantly well. Callagher somehow got it forward. Measures kept running. Dances past 1 and 2. Then tap forward. They've done this well. Joey's McLaughlin feeds it a long way back. Wasn't a great handball. Put Measures under all sorts of trouble. They've still got the footy
Still
here
got
though.
it.
Joey's Callagher. Very happy to see it over in the end.
Yes.
And it'll be
Good pressure
thrown
by
in.
Bell Park.
Reece Holcombe's fine. He's just walked past us. He's keen to get back out there. Or is he walking straight up? He's gone straight past.
He's going to the change rooms.
He's going to the medicos.
So he might not be fine at all.
No, he might be going and not. He might be going up there looking for
Geez, I
new.
hope not.
Seconds.
Wow. As the ball comes out to Tudor off the deck. There's a foot race on. Tudor.
Jeez, he's
got some
quick.
pace for a big fella.
He's quick.
Got real serious pace in those boots. Goes to Capra and finds him right in front of us here.
He was
He has
going
got
away
some
from it,
serious
wasn't he,
pace
Tudor?
too.
Yeah.
Tudor.
It's a known fact those coloured
Yep.
boots make you run fast.
Capra. Oh,
Oh,
Featherstone.
Featherstone, yep.
Almost takes the mark. Third in line. At ground level is McLaughlin. He's wrestling with it. And I'm trying to see who the Bell Park boys he's wrestling with. It was Benstead. Umpire says, give it to me. We'll have a ball up. Some 30 metres, probably 40 metres out from St Joey's goal. They lead 37-32 at the 22-minute mark.
They do. In close, Super Joe set upon by 2. Sheringham was the main tackler. Still got it forward. Ball hovering around. Have to be clean in Bell Park. They are. Lynch in some safe hands here. Left foot ball's beautiful. Mark wasn't taken though by Jack McNamara in the lid. Gives it up. Measures. Beautiful
Good
kick. Great option. Finds Jackson McLaughlin inside 50. He chips it over. Not a great kick. Was too careful towards Buckley. Now it's a 3-on-1 contest. Bell Park with the extra number. Jackson Bright first there. Looks
Nothing
up.
down this wing though.
Reed back to Bright. It was a shallow handball. Wasn't great. Jake Reed has to go back and find it. Capper in there now, and they should lock it in, Joe. It's a win for them.
Absolutely. 3-on-1 there.
Not a terrible result for Bell Park though. When they gathered that ball, there was literally nobody down here. It was just Lubbock down the swing, so they would have been giving it back anyway.
Terrible result for St Joseph's. They had the easy kick in the
They did,
corridor.
yeah, and Buckley hesitated there. Ball goes at Featherstone, tries to get it. Adams is in there. Is he going to be bundled, or the ball just bundles over the boundary line? We'll have a throw in. Just outside the 50. 37 still plays 32. Been a while since we had a voice.
Yep.
Was 4 straight to 5-1, so we've had a goal apiece in this quarter. Ball's thrown in. Big Shorts just punches it out of bounds.
Here we go.
There we go.
I thought he was going
So
to.
did I.
I mean, it was pretty deliberate. I think, honestly, he just punched it straight at the boundary line.
Yep. Was no one in the vicinity, really.
Yes.
Joey's don't really need to play the +1 now. They can just afford to have Hickey go forward. So with that 17 players on the field.
Yep.
That's the voice of Matt Kershaw.
It
That's
is.
why he's an assistant coach at Werribee. Jeez. Flying him was Jared Love. Didn't take the footy with him, though. There'll be another repeat stoppage just where the footy fell. So still 5 points the margin. 23.5 minutes gone. Nearly 24, in fact, in this second term. St Joey's with the lead. Not a convincing one by any stretch of the imagination, though. Featherstone. Patton set upon by 2. Ball spills out. Super Joe finds a way through. Sheringham thumps it only as far as Rees. Left foot snapping ball. That's a great pickup by Davis.
good.
And McLaughlin from 30.
What was that?
Wobbles it home.
Was an absolute
It was
mug.
a disgusting kick from McLaughlin. But it works. All's well, it ends well.
So we're going to have
Wow.
a disgusting goal of the week.
Yes.
7-1-43. St Joey's move on to Bell Park 5-2-32.
Reece was very strong there with that kick inside 50 and that pickup by Jacko Davis was
just
was
Marvellous,
delightful.
wasn't it? It was perfect.
Half volley in tennis.
Yep.
Just, interesting, just no sign of Holcren.
No, he hasn't come back.
No, he's definitely gone up into the rooms to have a look at him, look at his head, I suppose.
Joey's 12.
Yep, can you hear?
No,
Can you hear?
yep,
Can
you're
you
right.
hear?
Can you hear?
Yeah, mate.
Joey's 12 inside 50s to Bell Park 11 for this
That's
quarter.
again
He's
to the
back.
4-goal breeze.
He's back. He's back, the boy. Featherston goes. Oh, I just pleased for him. The youngster is a bit
pleased
you
for
can,
him.
You can hear him. He was just
Bloody
dropped.
rap for him.
Yeah. Ball goes back into St Joey's. Forward 50. Tudor picks it up. He gets a call. Shoots. Kicks it over the head. Trying to run onto it. Jimmy Allen
Just wouldn't sit.
But he eventually got it and gets another one. So in a passage of crap footy, Joey's have managed 2 goals.
And look, 14 inside 50s now. Is it to, against a 4-goal breeze to 11 or 13 inside 50? Is it?
They've had the
work rate again.
They've had the 6 clearances of St Joseph's.
Yeah, that's a difference as well.
To the 2 Bell Park this quarter.
Yeah, they've gone ahead in the clearances after they smashed it last quarter.
Yeah.
Cryobay Health Group scoreboard 8-1-49. St Joey's 5-2-32. Bell Park at the almost the 26-minute mark, Buzz.
That's it. 2 goals in quick succession for the Joeys. Just easing that advantage.
They've got +3 at the moment.
Featherston and Vale in the ruck. Hickey, James gets it out of there. Take the stoppage from half back. Geez, nearly a free hit given away on Allen. Nothing doing. Lynch will be first there for Bell Park. Had to be clean. McLaughlin, his pressure was elite. Handball comes clear. Connor. Geez, got one high in the snout then. And then he bundles Jacko McLaughlin over and Hickey goes after him. There might be a little Barney here right in front of us.
Little scrimmage.
I'm sure Adam Costello should be picking his... a little one in the guts. I like that. From,
see the little fellas in there.
2 little hit keepers, Milky.
Little bantamweight.
You just get one in a headlock.
It's like
under each
cockfighting.
arm.
There's a free kick in the meantime, going the way of Featherston.
Oh, was the ruck one again?
Just forward to centre wing, drives it long. Who's there? Tudor nearly held the mark in the end. Bundled out of there. Featherston again through his hands, has numbers in support. Lovick, it's in good hands. Haints, handball clear. He was beaten to it. Well done by Vale. Now Jackson Bright just kicks it forward. 2-on-1 contest. Garth outnumbered. Alex Hickey will be there first if the ball sits for him. Garth on his hammer. Does well, the big man. And then throws him over.
Chucked him out.
The ball, does it stay in?
The boundary umpire down here was calling it was out. I have no idea how
he's here in front of us.
He's behind us.
There's no way you'd be able to tell, but he was certain it was.
The players look puzzled, but it will be thrown in anyway.
You've done well then, Garth.
Yeah, he magnificent.
Very well.
Just staying the way he just threw Hickey over the boundary line too. I love that.
That's somewhat illegal, but you love it.
Get off the field.
Get off the field. Umpire, do that again first.
Surely, umpire, throw it in.
Come on, little fella. You got it wrong in the first place.
It's all right.
Well, I reckon he might have got a signal from the goal umpire. It's the only way he could do it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, fair call, Milky.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the little muscles.
In he comes.
In you come. That's a little bit better. Not much, but a little bit. Garth wins it, knocks it over the top. Trying to crash it. Oh, he threw his head down there, Paddy Bright, looking for the high tackle. Wanted high contact and didn't get it. Good umpiring. Doing a great job, these boys.
Free kicks 4 for Bell Park, 3 this quarter to St Joseph 4.
Good work. Well, it's almost like the pup. We haven't got around the grounds from the pup. What's going to go on there?
Yeah, the microphone's broken.
Yeah,
the microphone's dead.
Probably not a bad thing either, just quietly. As the ball goes into another ball up. This time with 35 out from the Bell Park goal. 28.5, 32 plays 49. Joey's way. Super Joe, have a look at him. He's just... he walks past 6 times to make sure he gets a call.
Yep, he does. McNamara wrapped up. Nearly dropping the footy in the end. Adams, his hands were very clean. Kershaw, tumbling ball out of trouble. Only as far as Vale. Patton just dropped the footy and then wrapped up in a strong tackle from Haints. Geez, plenty of numbers around this. McNamara tries to wriggle away clear, but to no avail.
I would have thought, was it Adams over here for St Joey's? They got this very similar decision for dropping the ball over here. I think it was Adams, and that was, to me, there was identical incident.
Same.
Nothing happened.
Same, but different.
Yeah, different umpire probably.
Vale backhanded it to McNamara again.
Which one of them isn't different?
Jeez, look at big Vale go. He just burst away through. Jeez, that's a good grab from Jacko McLaughlin.
I don't have a nomination yet. I'm going to put that one down.
That was gutsy, mate.
Takes a fair bit of courage for a wee man.
A wee man.
Has a fine season, Jacko McLaughlin. Drives it as long as he can. He's there, just gatekeeping. Stevenson doing a good job of it too.
Have I missed something with this lad?
No, that's...
centre wing.
Buzz has got posters of him in his bedroom.
Morrison, nearly a mark to him. Wasn't paid. Hickey. James.
The barrel.
It's an inverted torpy.
His own teammate.
They run into each other. They spoil
Friendly
each other.
blowout. Look at this. The
And
race is
Tudor
on out the back.
just bursts through the middle of the Hamlin Park. Kicks over the top. Allen. It bounces for him. And
stop
well
it.
done, Bill Lynch. Well done by Chris
Pushing
Lynch.
the back,
That was-
pushing the back actually against Lynch
Pushing the
here.
back. Yeah.
Jeez, that's a bit stiff.
That was a great effort, wasn't it, by
well,
Chris Lynch?
That is a bit stiff.
Unfortunate.
You don't see them get paid off him, but he clearly
He didn't go to ground though, Barnesy.
No, he didn't. He kept upright.
That was just really good pressure.
I thought it was
man.
really good effort.
You can't
Yeah,
put
you're
two
right,
hands
Wilbur.
into the back and shove them, and that distorted his kick. That's a clear free kick because they don't usually pay them though.
Yeah,
Bit unlucky, Chris
I'd
Lynch.
like to see him not paid in that situation.
In that
but-
situation, where he probably had no other choice.
Yeah.
But that Benstead coming through the middle just took out his own. Was it Benstead?
Took out Sheringham, yep.
He'd be a bit nervous. The sun's out. Him and Lynch.
So in comes James Allen. Already won this term. And straight through.
Yeah.
A goal in
Lucky
the,
on that one.
the
Common
shadows
errors.
of half-time.
Joey's a plus 14 in kicks this quarter. They're getting a lot more uncontested ball and kicking it through the middle, getting quick transition with the rebound.
See what I mean?
take-
See what I mean
That's
about the
what Wilbur
quality?
was
That's the
calling
quality.
for.
That's
Yeah.
the
You
quality
take
stuff.
uncontested marks.
No, I just got marks, so
Okay,
that
that's all right.
it's 13
There's a
apiece.
pointer for you,
Oh,
Wilbur.
hang on, look
Is
out.
it-
Look
is
out.
it-
He's having a crack at him.
Is it just me, Milky? They had 2 goals on then. They weren't 9 goals then before that. Were they? St Joey's? I thought they were 8-1. Maybe I'm wrong.
Nine. They are
Guys,
nine.
you're
They're
never
9
wrong.
goals.
Yeah, so
No,
I thought
they're
so they've had
9.
an extra goal on there.
Yep.
Need to fix that up.
Yep. The ball's in dispute again. Measures. Wrapped up in the tackle. Umpire circling. Has given him 8. I've only got 9. So if I've only got 9, there is only 9. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, I got 9 too.
Yep. Vale again wins this one down as far as measures. He's stripped of it. Smith over the top of him, and they're just sitting there. I thought the umpire was going to try and ping someone on that one, but nah.
I fixed it, Milky.
Fixed it.
Must be listening.
Yes.
Very
Cheerio.
Cheerio, the
So on that
scoreboard.
score, but it's 9-1-55 to 5-2-32. 32
Oh,
minutes
it's a
gone.
bounce.
Oh, Kelleher gets a bounce. Over the top it goes, and then kicks a mung into to Tudor's feet.
Jeez.
Oh, at the back of the pack there is Tommy O'Leary. He goes wide to Stack.
Oh.
It bounces in front of him. Kershaw gets him high and got away with it. Lynch stripped to the footy.
He didn't.
Oh,
He
Oh, he
get away
didn't.
with it.
The umpires.
he's reversed
Hang
it,
on,
I
he's
think,
reversed
He's
it.
going to
He's
reverse it
reversed
here. Stack went on with it.
Young Kershaw's taken a dive and he's reversed it here.
And didn't like the.
Oh, he's just like his dad. Look at him, carries on, thinks he's
I'll
tough.
tell you what, if he's like his dad, will he have a shot or will he pass it off? That'll tell you.
Yeah, because I think you had a handball once in a practice match, didn't you?
At
That was
train- at
yeah,
training.
at training, was it? Yeah. So here he is, son of a gun, Riley. We had a good look at this one. Oh,
No good.
I just actually thought the wind might have dragged it the other way, but there's the siren. Riley Kershaw, as his dad, just hangs his head.
Yes. Very, very flat after that one.
Very flat. Bell Park, 5-2-32. They kicked 1 goal, 2 with the wind there, boys.
Yep.
Yes.
Joey's, 9 goals,
Great quarter for Joe.
2-56. They kicked 4 goals, 1 against the wind. Funny game football, someone once said.
Oh, it is a funny game,
Yep.
Milky.
Yep, and then you get all these characters that just come along and just all of a sudden you wonder why you play.
What?
Just some things I look at and I wonder what others are going on for.
Okay, we're going to have
Okay, yes.
we're going
Not-
to have Milky's rant after the break.
Yeah, we will. We might actually have it.
Yeah,
Haven't had a
that's right.
rant for a while. Chris Nichols, the sun has
No.
disappeared again as he walks past.
What was that?
Kicks
That was
FM
was a rasp.
89.3 is country and is football.
For the Bendigo Bank and Buckley's Entertainment Centre, this is the GFL Game of the Week on 89.3 Kicks Footy.
At Bendigo Bank, we recognise that local clubs, projects and community groups are an important part of the community. That's why we show our support in many different ways, like supporting grassroots footy. As a Bendigo Bank customer, you benefit from a great range of competitive products and personal service. Plus, the satisfaction of knowing your banking is contributing to your...
Nah, don't worry about stuff like that. We're safe down here.
Yeah, we're right.
As umpire holds it aloft to start this second half. The margin is 14 points. And up they go. Vale, I'll give that one to him. Sheringham tries to crash his way through, but instead he just wraps up his opponent in Rees, but in a tackle. We'll see how they go, the Joeys. I reckon they're 2 down, Buzz.
Absolutely, yep.
This will be a quarter where Bell Park will really want stoppage after stoppage after stoppage. So expect a scrappy quarter.
So I think it's 24, is it?
Yes.
Not 14. Yeah, sorry.
Milky.
As the ball goes wide to Jacko Davis, takes the mark in the forward arc. So I reckon he'll have a ping at him, and he does. Unloads towards goal. Got him by
Why wouldn't ya?
That's his third, guys.
Why wouldn't you have a crack at it?
Best kick in the competition.
Absolutely, Buzz. Very skillful individual.
Just the confidence, wasn't it? When he marked it, he just wheeled around casually.
I'm more
It's a
concerned
training.
about the excitement from one Matty Kershaw.
it was a great goal,
It was
wasn't it?
just a fraction over the top.
It's
Just
not the
a
boundary
fraction.
line. Take the
No
man
bias
mark
in
on.
here.
It's just a fraction. Well, but do you want to give Kirsch that St. Joey's jacket so that he feels more at home?
It wouldn't have mattered what team. That was a good goal, that one.
10. That takes St. Joey's to 10-2, 62. They're now 30 points clear of Bell Park, 5-2, 32. Back in the middle. Up they go. Vale hits it twice. Then puts it in the path. Capra tries to crash his way through. Lovick, little up and under. Out to Buckley. What can he do? Fisted away from him by Reed. Good spoil. And it knocks it over the boundary line. Have a throw in. Just to the right of the Kicks commentary truck.
That's it. So Bell Park need a quick response here. Jacko Davis as well, Ronnie Milky, 25 goals that moves him to for the year for a predominant midfielder. That's a hell of an effort. Able to swing forward with great effect. Haints bundling over. Geez, the hands were great. Super Joe with an awkward left foot looking footy, and Benstead eases off Paliuris and takes the uncontested mark. Kicks out of his back 50. Stack. Timed it well. Rees just misjudged it a bit. Now they stream out of the back half. Kick was not great. Bright keeps it alive. Did pretty well. Patton was met by 2. Super Joe in there. Not going anywhere out of that. Will be thrown up just forward to centre wing.
It's over the other side. I'll probably get this. Buzz, you normally handball these ones to me.
That's it.
Up they go. Here he goes again. Big Shorts wins it. Knocks it down as far as Stevenson. Comes back. Hickey. Gets it over to Measures. Measures just around the body. Measures, yeah, absolutely.
I thought he was going to kick that straight out of bounds.
Old Jim Hickey there, because Al Hickey, we don't think he'll take much further part. Rees, big long bomb down the line. Paliuris, good use of the body, but can't keep the footy in play. And Barr says, throw it in.
Still a little bit of life in that chest yet, Milky.
He's just got nothing to rest his gold chains on there.
He does look different from the distance.
does, doesn't he,
You're
mate?
just used to seeing that that
stand
barrel.
out. You just see, there he is.
Trimmed down. Good effect too. He's had a decent season. Ball out of the stoppage. Stack.
Barrel.
Tumbles it inverted. But Measures, he's been terrific down back.
Has been good today.
Takes the mark. Squares it up.
Yeah, they're
Capra.
with that switch.
Ask players to come at him.
And
He's got Morrison wide if he wants him, but it's a long kick. So he just goes down the line instead. Super Joe! Look at that. Wheels and goes. Dangerous looking kick. Swain will have front spot for Bell Park. An awkward one for him. Kept in. Alford. Shooter. He coughed it up. Ball with Kelleher. Finds Ferguson. He wriggles away clear. No, the ball was out of play.
Yep. Swain almost tackled Ferguson mid-air there. I don't know how he held on to him.
Yeah. He's come off his man well today, I reckon, Swain.
Yeah, he's been good.
Yeah.
His disposal's not very clean.
Nah,
but
he and Stack.
He's good at
Both been good back
Just
there.
a second game for Milky this year.
Yeah, Vale knocks it down, trying to go through his O'Connor. He's been a bit quieter this week. Rees dishes off the handball, back to Super Joe, up and under, into the pocket. I reckon he's put it over on the full. He has. And the relieving kick taken by Benstead. Just enough sun for Benstead today.
Yeah, I'm sure he's screened up.
Yes.
Providing the only warmth at the ground, I think, at this stage.
Windburn.
Goes fisted away, come back to Reese. He's having some sort of quarter. And the ball picked up here by Featherston, trying to bluff the boundary that he's kept it in, but he hasn't.
No, he did not.
And we'll have a throw in out of side.
You can't trick that boundary off. When it's over for that fella.
Well, he's got super eyes. Super eyes.
30 points, the margin. St. Joey's way. Vale won it down, but to no great advantage,
good
only
luck,
as far as Ferguson. He did well, fetched the footy and kicks from 55. Benstead has front spot. Nearly took the mark and then wraps up Paliuris. Kelleher. Don't tell me! Don't tell me!
He has.
And it's a bit of me time, cash money style. Oh, no,
touched.
Take it back.
Oh,
Take
boy.
it back.
He spoilt the party, the Central.
He would have rolled into the Uno Dance Club this evening, Milky, and walked in there and demanded to be called cash money. That's what he does when he plays a good game. He walks into an establishment and says, "Call me cash money."
Demands the drink card.
He does. Looks good. Must have been touched off the boot though.
Yep.
As it did fly through. So Lynch plays on. from the goal square. Oh, gee, that really holds up in the breeze. It'll work. Stevenson comes hard at Rees. Rees had to hold his ground and did. Takes the mark, wheels and goes from 55. Long-looking kick. Swain safely sees it over. Through for a rush behind.
It wasn't a great kick, that kick. Just too deep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty high as well. Try and get more low and sharp kicks inside 50 and they might be more effective.
Quality stuff coming from Little Wilbur up the back.
Just a little hot shot at Rees, one of the premier players in the comp. Wilbur's not happy with him.
Oh, gee, Lynch went wide, but he's
Look at
found.
those bits.
Look out! Look who he's found. Buzz is just off in dreamland. Toddy Stevenson. There's a photo of him on his wall. The ball comes down. As Measures tries to crash his way through.
Travis Woodmason, I do.
Measures gets a free kick out of that lot in the middle of our laughter. That was actually a good one. Travis Woodmason.
Yeah. So Measures hesitated for a moment, kicks long, not a great kick again.
Look out. Look out.
I think he's deliberately doing this now.
Keep kicking to the
kicks
+1 at
wide.
the moment.
Yeah, they're just kicking to that spare man, as Kirsch says.
Yep.
Nothing on down the line for Bell Park here. They've got Jared Garth, but he's a long way away. It's going to have to carry the journey. He'll have to fly for this, Garth, and he doesn't. The kick fell short of him.
Good
Well done
front
by
centre.
Sheringham.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Attacked it with some pace, but ran into a brick wall in the end and wrapped up all the one to go on with from McNamara.
Hasn't had much influence on the game, Jackson Sheringham.
No.
Started off like he was
Started
going to
off
be a
the first
superstar.
5 minutes
Yes.
was good, but
Yep.
They've tackled him well. He hasn't been able to break free like he can.
Yeah.
No.
Ball comes out to O'Connor. He kicks it end over end.
Jesus, bounces
Costello,
weird.
Morrison. Oh, Garth just does the fend off, then lets it
Yeah.
go. Ugorski.
That's a good win for the glove. We'll be happy with that one.
Yeah, you will like it, the glove.
He likes it. The long sleever. Sacky boy. Morrison. Down the line he goes. Oh, just sits there for Lynch. And went to the fist. He could have marked that.
I think it surprised him.
Yep. Go over the top pattern. Little kick to Costello. What can he do? Goes to ground. Jacko.
Hooked up too much.
Oh, Jacko Bright. I thought it was an easy one for him, but he, as you said, he overcooked it.
Costello wasn't happy either.
Jeez.
Minor score.
That's a big let off. It was pretty much a
Oh,
dolly
look at
nice
this.
kick coming out of defence from, it was Measures that laced up Super Joe. Similar boots for those two men this afternoon. Fluorescent yellow for those wondering. Kick to centre wing. Ball out the back. Swain tries to take on two tacklers and dumped unceremoniously over the line. He can probably thank me later for getting him a game this afternoon. He played him for 2 quarters and made him look rather good
Did you run into some
last
form?
week. I just said I'll see it at the end of the game, and he racked it up. Jeez, bursting through with Stevenson. No luck for him. Featherston tumbles one forward. It'll fall fortuitously for Kelleher. The kick is overcooked. Looking for Jacko Davis, and boundary throw in 15 around from goal.
Down drop by a mile away
He's
again.
got a lot of work to do.
Come on, read the play.
St. Joey's 8's inside 50 for the quarter. Bell Park for on the other one.
There we go, Tally.
Just comes in, see every
Yeah,
now and
no,
then.
I've liked him in the back seat.
Yeah, I think the back seat's a spot for him.
I'm going to keep a couple and just try and trip him up.
Yeah. Over the top goes Tudor, knocks it down, trying to crash his way through. Was that, not quite sure who that St. Joey's player was.
Adams,
but
I think.
It was Adams, yep. The ball comes back. Sheringham, little kicky goes to Hutchison, marks it into the fingertips. Right in front of us here. Buzz is getting a bit of a cough up. Maybe he just carried too far on the ground there today. Too much windburn, was it, Buzz?
What?
Well, you just got a cold. How else? Because you'd be cold where you're not near the footy. So it's Lynch.
Carry on.
Carry on.
Lynch goes to, almost to Garth. Ball down. It goes to Smith. Smith's hands out to the hatted McNamara. Through to Garth. He threw that to Sheringham. Sheringham over the top to Patton. Patton with a little give back to Sheringham. Goes to goal. Bang. Good team goal.
Yep.
And the fans love it in the
Yeah,
tent
they
here.
do.
The
Starting
100
to get a little
gamers,
bit
that
rowdy.
is. At
Yep.
the 100 game tent, that is.
Missed the throw there, the umpire.
Yes.
Clear throw right in front of him too, but just great work by Sheridan to keep following it up. He followed the ball all the way down the wing then. He's one, if he can drag them back in the contest a little bit here, if he sparks up.
Yeah, some good quick hands there in that play by Bell Park.
So on the Buckley's entertainment scoreboard, it's 10-3-63 St. Joey's. Bell Park 6-3-39.
Particularly Smith here, I think, where he got spun the 360, held his composure and managed to get it to a teammate instead of throwing it out wildly to nobody.
Phil Narkle got it and handballed inboard.
Bell Park, second inside 50 there.
Do you even know who Phil Knuckle is?
Went over
No,
my head.
straight over their heads. The youngsters, straight over their heads.
Jokic and Tudor. Adams out of the clearance. Carries a long way. And the bodywork. The Messiah has risen. The Messiah has risen, but he gave away the free kick. He just snuck on the ground. He's playing a deep forward, which he wouldn't usually read. The kick holds up. Gee, Benson's hands had to be good, and they were.
He doesn't look super comfortable, Hickey, chasing that man down out there.
No. Benstead goes wide. The wind drags it. It's a good grab
Really
to
almost a
Allen.
mark.
No, not paid. Lovick ran that out.
Yep.
Umpire didn't miss it either.
Jimmy Allen a bit unlucky there.
Yeah,
Thought he could easily been paid that. He's been worse paid.
close, yeah.
Wind starting to play havoc with your sheets there, Buzz.
But it's not playing havoc with Super Joe's hair. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's perfectly
It's a nice
poised.
tight crop.
Tucked behind the ear, too.
Umpires found a free kick here. And it's going to Adams.
It's the right amount of product, I reckon.
He has a fresh cut for the broadcast game still.
Reed Adams just pumps it into the goal square. Again.
It's not working, this long bomb.
Swain tries to dish it off and to Lynch. I think, yes, they are going to run it over the boundary line.
Very well disguised, that.
Yep.
Never any intention of keeping that ball in play. O'Leary just made it look like he fumbled the footy, but always looking to rush it.
Already their 10th inside 50 Joey's now, and they've only had the 3 scoring shots, so they're definitely blazing away.
Yep, they are. Well spotted, Wilbur.
Yeah,
Benstead.
Nice touch of analysis from one of the stats, too.
Out the back from Ferguson. Adams
Breakout
fumbled.
performance from the back row.
He's
Thanks,
set
Bundy.
upon.
He's the best of we got in the back row.
Yep.
Oh, the pup's
Oh, where's the pup
disappeared.
gone? He's gone!
Pup's gone.
He's cracked it.
He has, where is he?
The mic's not
He has
working
gone.
for him, so
He's gone. He had enough.
Gone to buy some snacks.
Yeah, well, he could have asked, couldn't he?
Tossed up.
Very ordinary
Inside.
around the grounds, isn't he?
Yeah.
I could probably do the around the grounds.
Hey! Look
There
out!
you go.
Don't let Puppy you say that.
Yeah.
Just I could sidle into his job when he's not here.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's a power move there by the
It is big power move from little Wilbur. Well done by Jokic. Won out of the ruck contest. Stevenson trying to find a way through. Couldn't. Patton wrapped up by Kershaw. And the ball's not quite inside 50. It's outside the scoreboard. Thanks to Buckley's 10-4, 64 Joey's. Bell Park 6-3, 39.
Over his head goes Jimmy Allen to the feet.
It's a throw.
Oh, it was a throw, but to Jack Buckley. And the free kick going to that man, Jack Buckley.
Joey's 4th free kick for the quarter now, just to Bell Park's 1.
He's got no intention of passing this off,
No,
boys. He's
why would
he's
you?
backing himself. The man on the mark, right on the paint of 50 years.
Hickey coming back over here, grimacing as he runs off.
Yeah, maybe it's that turf toe.
Yeah, you'd wonder if it is. You'd just sit it out, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
In he comes. Buckley goes the journey, but does that mark taken in play?
Yes, it is.
Kelleher.
It's a tough kick, this one, though.
Boy, he's got to come out. No, hello. No, we're going to have a discussion between the 3 umpires.
The goal umpire said it was a mark, so it's paid a mark.
Yeah, he's paid it.
That's their first mark inside 50 for the quarter as
Oh,
well.
Wilbur.
Wilbur, jeez, he's coming into his own.
And did they have a snipe at you while you were gone, pup?
And a little transistor as he walked around.
Yeah. So Kelleher.
He's going to go the left foot.
This will be goal
Gonna go to
today.
the left. Goes to, he's missed.
off the
Has he missed
On the
everything?
full.
I think he has.
Must say the
Yep.
crowd must take a bow. There was all in that pocket. All the cars were beeping at once at him. There. That's good team play.
Yep, that's it. Free kick going to Jake Reed. In the back pocket. 64 plays 39. Reed goes to the outer side. Up he goes. Oh, big fly there from Tudor. But that was Stack again. Tumbles it forward. Love tries to chip in.
Oh, stop.
By Sheringham!
And he's
The
gone.
bad Sheringham! Look at him go!
Little
Puts
bit
it
of
out
theft.
in front of Costello
Oh, how good's
and
that?
just bang!
Brilliant
How
kick.
good is that?
Really good.
Harry Smith over the top.
Got, yeah, he's got
No.
just chipping in.
They muffed it.
They did muff that, and it comes out here to Paliuris right in front of the kicks
And they got
commentary truck.
numbers on the overlap
He's
here.
got Kelleher over the top if he wants.
And again.
Lovick's there as well. So too Featherston. Featherston gives it Lovick. He eventually gets it, then pops it into the forward 50 in the pocket. And a good
ouch.
mark to Jacko Davis.
Great transition.
Yep.
Well, It didn't have to be, did it?
Knott's come back on now.
Knott's on.
Jeez, that was a while, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty
Absolutely.
sure
It's been
that's
15 minutes of this quarter.
Pretty
It
sure
is
that's a
playing
rebound
time,
50,
so
Buzz.
think about all the stoppages.
What was that, Wilbur?
Pretty sure that's a rebound 50.
He's having a crack.
Back, right?
Yeah.
That's uncalled for.
Oh, Jacko comes in with the left. Best kick of the
Yes, please.
Well, on his
contest.
left.
Put that one down for goal of the day.
Down.
But no.
On his
Yeah,
left
with
foot
his left.
snapped.
And that's his 4th goal for the
Yeah.
day.
Oh,
He's been very good.
Might have just call him the difference.
Yeah,
difference.
Yeah.
most skillful bloke in the comp.
That, without a doubt.
Yep.
He had no hesitation in that.
Very confident in his ability to
Oh.
either foot.
Being able to play midfield and forwards definitely helped the Joeys here in this third quarter to get away now.
Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard 11-5-71 Joey's. Bell Park 6-3-39. 16-minute mark of this third quarter.
Danger signs here for the Dragons.
They've still done a right, Bell Park, to force their scoring shots out wide. I mean, that
True.
took a little bit of brilliance to get
Yep.
that goal, but their last couple of shots have been deep in the pocket, so
They'll be coming from a long way back in the final term, though. Through Stack's hands.
Chesty.
Pinched
Oh, no.
from the
Chesty.
chest, Paliuris, but that never looked online. Allowed to play on
Still
the full.
obviously got the power in the legs.
Oh,
The
yeah.
it's only the chest that's disappeared.
Swain kicks
Joey's-
across goal.
Oh,
as a
that's nearly on the
whistle.
full, too.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Joey's third centre clearance for the quarter as well.
Nice, Wilbur.
They're all over them 7-3 in clearances.
Didn't kick from his line. That's why the umpires. Oh no, he's not even his. Oh no, he's getting the footy. Thought he was running away.
Lucky to get away with that, though.
Yeah, he was.
The umpire had called it play on, and because she went out of bounds.
Yep. So Nick Swain with the footy.
Still looking for that switch.
If you think he looks brown, it's because he's been travelling Australia, Milky, for the past year.
Okay.
Only played the 2 reserves games straight in.
Looks like a bit of a wanderer, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit of a wild man from Borneo type. Benstead wrapped up, got his kick clear. Davis, look at that, found a way through and there didn't look to be one. O'Connor looked for Sheringham. Paliuris wrapped up in a 3-way tackle. Got his hands clear and the ball out of play just outside the arc of 50.
I reckon that that might have been the last we've seen of Al Hickey.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Spinning ball in it comes. Vale knocks it clear and back over the boundary line again. More than happy to do this, Bell Park.
Yeah.
It's a style of play. Vale just gets that first use. If there's no one there, he says, well, stuff it, I'll just put it out of bounds again. He's got the front spot again, knocks it down. Super Joe goes past the footy. Good fist by this occasion by McNamara. That's Ben of the St. Joey's variety. And
I think I mentioned it last week, Milky. If he gets paid by tap-outs, Big Shorts would just be making an absolute fortune.
Yep.
He's only +9 big shots in the hit-outs.
Oh, Featherston grabs it out of the ruck on this occasion. Goes to Patton, though. He intercepts. Love gets it over to Paddy Bright. Oh, he leaves it. He leaves it. Then eventually goes there to Lovick. Oh! He jumped for a week before it got there, but eventually marked it.
Great, did he?
Yes. He's called to play on. Dishes off the handball to Measures. Gets past. Oh, Sheringham, 2. Just a really good, clever move. Oh! Super Joe goes up early.
He actually did it
And
right there,
Keller.
Super Joe, because he
He
put
did.
enough pressure on the Bell Park opponent to force him
to
into punching.
ground.
Yeah.
There were 2 big boys there. One of them was Zane Vale.
He ain't going to move him.
No.
Yep, big boy. So 71 plays 39. Thanks to Buckley's in this third term. There he is, convincingly out of the ruck. Vale, Patton. Look who's there, Measures. Been
been
superb
good
off
today.
half-back. Had a good year. Didn't have his best last year, but certainly back to his best in 2017. As I
Wrap
say
him up.
that, his kick was smothered by Garth. It'll work though. Rees has some time and space to assess the options, but again he just blasts it. Oh, it's through the hands of Alford. That could be a big miss. Benstead, was he caught high?
a big
No,
ball.
says the umpire. It is.
Oh.
The bounce favoured Hickey, and then
Oh,
snaps on his left foot.
No. Go up, I never liked
Bit
it.
narrow. For a minor score.
Yeah, once again, just Joey's blazing away, like you said, Buzz, just kicking inside 50 there. He had more time, Rees.
Well, with no Hockland down there, it's certainly they're lesser targets.
Yeah.
And Tudor hasn't really been playing that deep at the moment. I haven't seen him up in those contests this
So
quarter.
Lynch takes the ball to the outer side, looking for Stevenson,
mark.
doesn't let him down, takes a good mark. He's had a fair old day, to be honest.
He's showing
Big Toddy.
why he's the recruit of the year for
Oh,
Buzz.
Big Toddy
He's happy.
goes into the breeze. Oh, good hands there. Is that
Paddy?
Kelleher?
Paddy
Yep.
Kelleher, yep.
Good mark. Good strong hands. Tudor's calling for it in the middle of the ground. He ignores him. Decides to go to centre half forward, looking for Super Joe. He goes back, does really good to go after the footy, and drags it into a contest. The umpire will blow the whistle and ball it up.
Just quickly, Wilbur, what was the inside 50 count as it currently sits?
It's
Plays this quarter.
15 St Joseph's to just the 2 Bell Park.
Wow.
No inside
They
50s
have-
for the term.
Bell Park have had 2 score shots though, a goal and a behind. But
Should have had 2 goals.
Ooh, as we speak of
oh,
scoring
oh,
shots, Ferguson on the
Ew.
turn. Thank you. That's a snap from 50, I reckon, Milky.
Yep, it was, mate.
At the stoppage.
Out of the stoppage, Riley Ferguson fell to his left foot, but that's a hell of a kick to get that much purchase on a snap.
Mate, he's all class, Riley Ferguson.
Riley just looked straight at us.
Yep.
Did you get that one, boys?
Yep.
Nicely
Yeah,
done.
of course we did, Riley.
Riley
Don't worry
Ferguson.
about that.
St Joey's 12th goal for the afternoon then. 12-6-78 they move on to thanks to Buckley's. Bell
Definitely
Park
some-
6-3-39.
definitely some United Fuels contenders today.
Yes, writing it down as we speak, Wilbur.
Honestly, he's way better back there. He is way better back there. This is your best game.
Yeah.
You're getting votes today.
Come of age today.
Yes. Paul kept Vale just with the left foot barrel
Wow.
up in the air. Bouncing ball. Hutchison taps it clear. Onto the path of Costello,
man.
who flips it onto O'Connor.
Oh.
O'Connor! He hits Morrison on the chest.
That was a mung.
Yes. Morrison goes to the outer side, looking for Haints. Finds him. Haints looking to see what options he's got.
He's got a great deal ahead of him.
Even looks behind him. Goes to Tudor.
That's all he needs to do. Bit of uncontested ball.
That's what they like to
Then
do.
he goes
there it is.
low spearing ball. Oh, goes past
oh.
Stack. Super Joe. Oh!
No,
Super
he's played that the
Joe!
wrong way there.
Yeah, that should be
That should be-
actually
that
against
should
It'd
Super
be
Joe.
Swain's free
Yeah.
kick. There's nothing,
Taking his
nothing
legs
Nick
out.
Swain can do there.
No.
And that should be a free kick against Super Joe for
Yep.
going below the knee.
That's
Yeah,
why
that's
the rules.
right,
That's
yeah.
why the
Yeah.
rules in play
He's
because
got
that could have
tricked there, the
snapped his
umpire.
leg.
Well,
Took
the
some of his
Gary,
legs out.
it's the Gary Rowan incident,
Yeah.
isn't it? That brought that rule in, and he got it wrong there, the umpire.
He has got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he got taken high, but he went to ground.
Yes.
Absolutely nothing Nick Swain can do.
No.
Super Joe's charged at him and missed the footy and
Very
taken
unlucky.
his legs out, but caught a nasty one high. Would have hurt the feathers too.
I think get the cameraman. If he kicks this goal, Mr. Cameraman,
Big
just
zoom
follow
in.
him.
Just
Just
watch
zoom
the
in on
celebration.
Super
Do
Joe.
not
Watch the
leave
celebration.
him.
Watch the celebration from this fella.
If he misses, he'll put it down to concussion. The hair didn't move.
Yeah, McCooler. Yes, have a look at it. Yeah, he might have nearly broke his neck, but there's not a hair out of place. In he comes. Super Joe. Kicks it towards goal. Look at that! Look at that! Get around him! Yeah, look at that!
They get to him too.
To him.
They get to him. Look at them all come.
What's happening? Is it a milestone game or something?
No,
They
just
they know where
Super
it is.
Joe.
Yes.
And they know Super Joe.
There's
lives for us.
protocol. There is protocol. You get to me when I kick a goal.
Yeah.
Just an important goal, I reckon. Now it's out to
Obvious there, Wilbur, but
now it's out to 45 points, and they're really up and about.
That's the other
now,
thing
the
on his
Joes.
iPad. He's got the score, so he's just that little bit ahead of us.
yeah.
13-6-84, 6-3-39 at the 23.5 minute mark of this third quarter, thanks to Buckley's Entertainment Centre.
One out of the ruck
Oh,
by
went without
Featherstone. Rees did go without it. Stevenson dumps it
nice.
clear. Did
Snap
well.
leg.
Now Sheringham has to kick on his left foot. He's dumped after he got rid of it too. The ball. This is a nasty footy to try and mark. Fell short of everyone in the end. He's working his way through. That's dropping the footy. Should have been. Geez, good smother on Jackson Bright by the glove, Zach Morrison. And it'll be thrown up.
Desperate work there from Joey's defence.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, they scrambled well. The 24 minutes played thanks to Buckley's. Commanding lead for the Joeys now. It's a long way back for the Dragons, kicking the breeze in the final term. Allen was tackled. Ball falls to Measures. Trying to find a way through with Smith for Bell Park, but no way through there.
What about ground the
Do it
rounds?
again.
How are they going, Buzz? how are the ground the rounds going?
Oh, there
Yeah,
he is.
yeah.
No, he's doing
He's
us,
cracked it.
he's doing us a favour and
Very
holding the
nice little
door
lead.
from smashing open. Rees in some open space. Kicks towards us. Tudor has front position, thumped away by Alford. Only as far as Haints though. Looks up and kicks just for distance, but
Lucy.
here's Swain. Under no pressure really. Gives it by hand to Lynch. Tells his teammates where to run. He's got O'Leary out wide. Dances inside one. Still has O'Leary out wide. The kick misses him though. And it bounces away from Tom O'Leary. It pitches just inside the fence for him. And then he tries a little worm burner.
really?
Not sure about that as an option.
Bad result, wasn't it?
And
He's paid it deliberate.
I paid deliberate.
paid it deliberate.
It was a bad option, but I don't think
Yeah,
he
yeah, you're
He
right,
certainly
Barnesy.
didn't want to put it out of bounds.
No.
Oh,
It's going to work. Oh.
Oh!
Jacko McLaughlin sending a big
Till he
floater.
broke his sternum.
Daryl Eastlake's in the box.
It nearly broke his sternum.
Hands over the top to Tudor. Just throws the boot at it.
He's got it.
I reckon
He's
he's
got it.
Oh, no.
He's got it, Milky.
I reckon he has. Tudor just throw them. Didn't even try to pick it up. That's his third goal, Cam Tudor. Been
well.
fairly quiet, but that's a third goal. I reckon there's been 2 over the top, hasn't he? Joe the Gooses for Tudor. Yep.
It broke that Bell Park bloke's sternum. It come in that hard.
So on the Buckley's Entertainment Centre scoreboard, that takes St Joseph's 14,690 to Bell Park 6,339. I think if I was in the 100-game tent, I'd just be drinking the frothies. Don't worry about the footy, boys. She's all over.
I think at this stage.
Yep, certainly in dangerous territory with the Dragons, taking the obvious now. Sheringham handballs to nobody. Haints, look at him go. Tireless through the middle of the park. Wrapped up and a little bit to go on with from Smith.
He's had the angry pills, Smith.
Yeah, he's a bit feisty, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. Throwing his weight around. Ball not far from the
Not a
centre
lot of that
circles. Featherstone wins it. There's not. Haven't seen much of him since he's come back on. Kicked forward as players tumble from the stoppage. Paliuris had a good tug of the jumper from Benstead. Measures and bundled over eventually. Stack throws the ball to Jacko McLaughlin in frustration. So 90 plays 39 thanks to Buckley's and Joey's way.
Just to the right of the Kicks commentary truck, we'll have another boundary throw in. Vale will win it. Oh,
He's
no,
not a ruckman.
that's not a ruckman. It's a free kick. Who said that would happen today?
Yeah.
Yep.
Barnesy.
Yeah, so it was Alford, who was just the ball landed on his head, so he hit it.
Just a bit of common sense would make sense with that rule.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the
Particularly when
stupidest
there's a
rule
young
ever.
kid throwing it in, I
Yep.
guess.
Ball at the top of the square. Kelleher!
Not a bad goal.
Goes bang!
Great goal.
Very good goal from Kelleher.
Well, he got the snap back where it was touched off his boot.
Yeah.
That's the one he got back.
They've dominated play, but Joey's have kicked some tough goals this quarter, haven't
They
they?
have, yeah.
They kicked 6 goals for this quarter.
They've only kicked the one set shot, I reckon. Jacko
Yeah.
Davis from that pocket.
I was
But he
just
played
about
on.
to
That was
say
play
that,
on.
Wilbur.
6 goals for.
I was just about to say that. I don't mind when you steal the other bloke's
So
material, but
sorry.
don't steal mine.
They've had the
You got to know what Milky's going to say.
They've had the 19 inside 50s, so they're going at 50% for goals.
19 inside 50s for the quarter.
They've had 10 scoring shots.
It's fairly
They're going-
dominant, isn't it?
Yes, they're going over 50% for goals.
Yeah, basically 2 plays down for this whole quarter too. They've just put the foot down.
15,696 to 6,339. 28 gone, Buzz.
That's it. Vale went without it. Tough footy to pick up though, in fairness. Ball in the middle of the ground. Not going anywhere. Love applies the pressure in the tackle. So they've answered all the questions that have been asked of them this afternoon, Joey's. This would be too much of Bell Park to get out of now. So they were firming as the big challenger, but they've been blown away in this third term. Ball falls to O'Connor, quiet after such an impressive week.
Yeah.
Last time out against South Barwon. Kyle O'Connor. He's wrapped up in a strong tackle and to be thrown up. 28 and a half gone in this third term. Shadows looming for the final change. McNamara, it's Ben, wrapped up by 2 Dragons. And once more, we'll have another stoppage.
Still
That ever
going.
happened to you? Ever happened to you, Kirsch?
What's that, mate?
Wrapped up by 2 dragons. Happened to me one night. The ball goes over the top.
How much did you have to drink?
Featherstone
Some of your sharpest milk.
gets it over to Love. Love measures, comes off his shin, goes towards the boundary line, and over it goes for a throw-in. You should know when they're coming, Bus, because I was sitting here chuckling to myself before I even said it.
I wondered actually what you were laughing at. All makes sense.
Yes. Another throw-in. Vale. Featherstone does reasonably well. Oh, hands off from Buckley. Goes to Jacko Bright. He's been reasonably quiet. O'Connor. Just went for the barrel, but it just munged it. Lovick takes the mark.
It's time and a place. Going forward, you
Yeah.
got to lower the eyes there, and with that breeze, you got to kick low.
Absolutely. So Lovick swooped across.
Bit of a disappointment. Lovick's pulled his socks down. Lost another one.
Yeah.
There aren't many left.
He's converted late in his career.
Very disappointing.
Kicks wide, not. Oh, it's a great grab from Paliuris.
He's been good today.
Strong hands
He's
from the
been really
chest.
good.
Yeah.
Against no mug
great
either.
kick.
That's
That's a
a
lovely
chiseling
kick.
kick.
Oh.
That's what Kirsch wanted. The hands of Featherstone were good. Kelleher.
That's a shocker.
Yeah.
Not sure where he was
Yep.
going in the end.
There's no one there.
No.
There's no one there where he
No
went.
key.
Come on there.
I think
bit
he's
of an
going to that.
anticlimax.
I think he's going to
Interestingly,
that shorter
boys,
kick.
they've got the short socks, right? Riley Ferguson chops the top of the sock off.
Yep.
So he has
Yeah.
just the...
A lot of players do that
And
now.
then
A
they
few
put just
players do
the
that, Milky. Yep.
First time I've seen it.
Yep.
There's more than you think.
Yeah.
That's
not uncommon.
Commonplace these days.
What's the man bun count?
Yeah,
Usually,
we don't know.
usually pups
He
don't
is
know.
just taking over Puck's
Yeah.
job, isn't he? He's fully taking it over.
Yep.
Ground the rounds, Wilbur. What's the go, mate?
He's got up on the roof now, pup. He's
Practice.
he's given up on everything.
Just don't forget who's in charge of your on and off button, Milky. That's all I'll say. So the ball will be tossed up, nearly directly in front of goal for the Jays. Jays true to another week
kick.
early. Should have been a free kick.
Yep.
Smith, don't argue, and then the hands were clean. Alford drives it out of there, but to no one in particular measures. Fell over. Geez, made it look more difficult than it was. Left foot ball, does it stay in? No, it does not. Ferguson helps it over. It'll be tossed in as we tick over 31 minutes in this third term, thanks to Buckley's. St Joey's 15-6-96. Bell Park 6-3-39.
We still haven't got a close one, Bunsey.
Yeah.
Still haven't managed a close one for the year. The ball comes back to Allen. He gives it over to Ferguson. Ferguson, no, just a little lowers his eyes, but he missed the target. That was all he did wrong. The ball comes out. Good hands, or tries to take him on. I think that's Love at the ground level. Bounces the footy, has two bounces. Going to go for a third. Comes out here to Tyler Stack and takes the mark. Stack, centre wing, right in front of the Kicks commentary truck. 96 plays 39. Stack into the breeze. Holds up. Jacko Bright. Love it. Good spoil. But it's just the old schoolyard trick.
Mate, that was the old David Clark on the umpire trick, that one.
Was.
Yes. It was too. Benstead tries to pick it up. He goes into the breeze. He goes. Lovick. What are you going to do?
There it is,
What are you
Barnsley.
going to do?
There it is.
Lovick's got every trick in the book.
That's what he's going to do.
Yes.
There it is, Barnsley.
Gets up a bit slow, a bit ginger, the old bald-headed bloke. Lovick.
He should be wrapped with that.
Yes. Well, he told me how old he is. He's giving it up. He reckons he's too old.
52.
He's only 31. He looks 52. Featherston gets it across to Allen. Bouncing ball.
Look
Hot
out.
spot. Super Joe tries to crack and gets it back. Dishes off the handball. Paliuris round the body. He goes. And it's a point post out in the full.
Touched. Throw in.
Small win there for Joey's.
Yep.
30, nearly 33 minutes gone.
A lot of stoppages.
That's...
Yep.
We had this same conversation last week with the
We
long quarters,
did.
didn't we?
That's all about.
Coach is right. It would be the amount of stoppages in the game.
That's
Always
Bell
right.
Park's game plan.
Suggest.
Oh, do you hear that? I'm always right. Hear that?
Yeah, I did hear this. Just a little subtle call. Hates. He's nearly holding the footy. Kershaw wrapped up in... why did I say Kershaw? Ferguson wrapped up in a strong tackle.
Playing on your mind now.
On Smith.
Play it in your mind.
Yep. Been infiltrated this afternoon by the extreme bias in the box. Barnesy and I...
Hang on a minute.
Barnesy and I managed to keep a straight face when we call the Swans.
That's only because you got belted.
No, that is true.
Yeah, Super Joe. Ditches off the handball, hit McLaughlin on the back of the head. The ball comes out. Featherston will mark this, and he'll go back and he'll slot it.
Well done by Benny Capra to seal off his opponent.
Yep.
Just allow him to take that mark. Well, he has to now.
Here we go.
How far back's he going to go?
He was, hey, mate, he was coming out. He had his back to the play. There was no way he was going anywhere else.
I'm going the Barrio here.
Barrel.
I'd be going the
Oh,
barrel.
may as well.
Yeah?
It's not the sort of crowd paying $10 to get in. They don't want to see a drop punt.
Who's paying $10 to get in?
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he used to.
Can't get in this joint. We paid to get in this place. No, I meant there's no fence.
Dragons are whack.
No, I didn't mean it like that. In come
coming back.
Featherston.
No.
Distance. Marked right on the line. Super Joe. Super Joe gets a goal. And he didn't celebrate. Three-quarter time score. No Holcron and no Hickey.
Yep.
But St Joey's
Bell Park.
15-6-96. Bell Park 6-3-39. It is game over. So what we look for now is mark of the day, goal of the day, and they'll
The square and come in, I reckon, as an extra number at the stoppage. No, he's just drifting across.
No, I don't care.
back in the middle. It comes. There's not.
Well, he's still
throws
getting
the boot
involved.
at it.
He's not really the plus one, is he?
No,
Love it going to hop into the ruck this quarter, do you reckon, Kurt?
Yes. Sheringham gets a handball out to his mate in Jacko Bright. His other little mate in Patton, Lockie Patton, kicks it just an up and under Mung to just put his teammate there under all sorts of pressure. And we'll have a ball up at centre half forward. That way even Big Shorts couldn't get through that.
Certainly was given the misinformation from my son, Barnesy.
I reckon your son's trying
Sold
to
you a
set you up.
purse.
He's trying to stitch you up. Yeah, that's it. Absolutely. He said, Dad, welcome back, Dad. Here's my bit. This is how I help
exactly
you.
right. Rat.
Another ball up. That's, you might think we're not following the footy. The footy's not going anywhere. That's why we're not worrying about
Exactly right.
Yeah.
It's the 4th stoppage already, and we've been going 30 seconds.
Yep.
So Riley told you, Kirsch, that Daniel Lovick will be playing the ruck.
He's going to start in the ruck.
Kirsch was adamant he'd be taking the first bounce.
Wow, wouldn't that be...
Don't think he'd step foot in the centre square.
He never looked like it. Never looked like it.
One out by Ferguson. Smith was wrapped
It's
up.
definitely a tip of the year.
Vale got a kick to it somehow, spinning out of a tackle. So he's nearly getting in his back then.
Yeah, it was a free.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Super Joe was
Call.
the man who gave it away, going the wall.
Oh, look out.
Couldn't quite catch who it was, but then I just realised who it was. Kick inside
well
50, right on by McNamara. Bright, probably trying to milk something that wasn't quite there. And then numbers arrive. The umpire will throw it up.
Never known Paddy Bright to play for so many free kicks. He's generally not that type of player.
Yes, we're all got it in us. We're all bits of actors at heart. There he is, the man, Jack O'Brien again. Ooh, nice little shovel out there,
yeah.
I reckon, from Adams. Ball comes back to Lovick. Good work in the ruck today as it goes down to Benstead. Takes the mark. Been good down
Yeah,
there.
he has been
Yeah.
sauce.
Little.
that
right,
hits.
Garth, just good hands.
Just his second mark for the day, but it's pure strength.
Yeah, he's
Where
been
was that
pretty
one?
quiet.
Wilbur, where was your stat on that one?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wow, wait.
I like it.
Well, I just know it's his second mark.
Oh, I just said it. That's
Dad, did
Yeah,
you see
yeah.
that, Wilbur?
Just
Ah, yeah.
probably best leaving sleeping dogs lie, Wilbur. In comes Garth. He's got one.
He has
Goes.
now got
Oh,
2.
goal up. I
he
didn't move.
stopped it.
Did not move.
It's a tough kick for a
Bloody
left
oath it
footer.
was.
Yep.
That's his second of the day.
Made it look easy.
And last week he only got the one, I think, didn't he? Last week,
Correct.
Jared Garth, yes, only the one. So hasn't had a
His dreams in the century have been dashed in this fortnight.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
haven't they?
absolutely. So on the where are we? The Bendigo Bank scoreboard that takes Bell Park to 7:3:45, trailing St Joey's 15-6-96 at the 3-minute mark of this last quarter.
Yep. That would be all thanks to the Bendigo Bank as well. Well done,
did
Buzz.
say the Bendigo Bank.
Did you? Okay.
So
Ball back in the middle.
You know what would be a good thing? When I talk, you listen.
Yep, no.
Yeah.
Just not going to happen. Kershaw from the back of the stoppage just dumps a high footy. Tudor with the fists. Callagher, Featherston, awkward looking
He had
ball.
more time, yeah.
He did. O'Leary got the fist in. Stack. Callagher. Handball over the top from Davis. Here's Kershaw. Kicks from 40.
Oh, gee whiz. What way was that spinning?
Wasn't great.
He had plenty of time to be able to kick that
It's
goal.
like he gets nervous inside 50.
Not like the old man.
No. I get nervous outside 50.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And to be thrown in 5 metres around from goal for the Joeys. Jeez, thumped by
That's a
Vale.
big whack, isn't it?
Put the fist right through it.
It's a rebound
Kershaw
50 from
again.
the ruck.
It is.
Put that one down, Wilbur.
Yep, it's down.
The ball's actually 50. Zane Vale's going to rebound 50. It's all happening.
Right, head out. He's been winning the head-outs the second half as well. He won a lot in the third quarter.
Always does very well. Always has a crack, Big Zane.
There he is.
He's
He gets around
still the
the ground as
best.
well.
I think he's still the best ruckman in the comp as the ball goes to ground level again. Trying to crash his way through was Smith. They're going to make Kershaw. He just leaves the footy behind. Umpire says you were held without it. And free kick to Kershaw. Bit fraction lucky there.
That's two. That's two
than
his fraction.
Yes. So what's he going to do with it? He's not having a shot, surely. He spears one down the line.
What a
Super
kick.
Joe!
What a kick.
Oh, and 50!
Has to be 50.
Oh! That's Smith again. Harry Smith got the angry pills in
He
today.
does.
Yeah.
What's he doing here, Super Joe? Just sneaky
Surely
barrel?
not. Surely not.
Oh, he's got him in the pocket.
Just goes into
Set
the
it
pocket.
up.
Up they go. Oh,
mark.
Good mark.
Boy.
This is Stevenson. Goes into the pocket. Reed takes the mark in the back pocket. This you could whopper. It's the ball. Reed in the back pocket. Comes towards the kicks commentary truck. 2-on-1 here. Lovick and Sheringham. The hold is going Lovick's way.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Umpire.
Wouldn't you just leave it?
Yeah, would.
I think they were.
Lovick just spears one into the pocket. Davis is a target, but Reid does take the mark.
Quick whistle.
Was a quick one.
Where's he from, Buzz Stevenson?
From WA.
WA.
Claremont, I'm pretty certain.
Played waffle, has he?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ball fisted away from Lovick and out of play.
Just visit his Wikipedia page that Buzz made last night if you want more info.
Even the boundary umpire's gone the socks down.
Yeah, what is just it's a bizarre trend that's infiltrated the GFL.
I'm not happy about it.
You need someone who's brave
That's a
enough
good
to go
throw,
the
young
socks
fella.
up like big Zane Vale. Want it down only as far as Allen though. Swain. Good luck getting through there.
Hey, look at Brenton Reese. Look at the socks up.
Not as well as...
He's always been a socks up man.
Socks up man, yeah.
Is he the only one out there for Joey's? I think so.
He might be.
Could be. Tap down. Ferguson being good. Went without it though.
What was that?
Somehow
Yes.
got rid of it. Lynch was wrapped up, high tackle on Paliuris. And he waited for the free
Waited
kick.
for
It
the
never
free.
came.
Yep.
Stevens a kick round the body over the head of Allen. Pitches on its end. Not. Jeez, he's been a shadow of his former self since the yellow card, it must be said.
Yeah.
Only playing on his mind as Reeves hooks it round the corner and falls in James Allen's lap. Has a man over the top of his chest. Paliuris marks.
Yeah, I think he needs to get back in the gym.
Does.
Yeah.
It is still there, just up close. It is just protruding, but not as big as it used to be. Not a great kick either. Chopped off by Benstead, who kicks to the outer side and finds O'Connor.
Right in front of us, O'Connor. He would have had probably a quarter of the stats he had last week. Goes down the line. Lovick. Oh, good fist there from Morrison. Lovick slow to get up. Ball goes out wide. Picked up by Jack O'Bright. Gives it over to Love. Love goes towards goal. And I think he slotted it.
Nice little dodge by the goal umpire there. Just
Yeah.
duck the shoulder inside to avoid that one coming through at him. Been quiet today, Love. Haven't heard his name much.
Don't think we've called it.
Oh, yeah, called it a couple of times. 8-3-51 now, Bell Park. 15-6-96.
Yeah,
St Joey's, 7.5 gone.
the small forwards have been pretty quiet today, Bell Park.
Yes.
So's our
Paddy
stats man.
Wilbur.
And Paddy Bright as well.
Karaoke King.
Yeah, the Karaoke King.
It's an echo here somewhere.
It's growing legs throughout the region too, it must be said, Milky. People come up to me at all times of day and just mention Karaoke King. It's spread like wildfire.
And he's not that happy about it,
No,
is he?
all the parents aren't. It was news to them when I went with it. Anyway, ball in the middle of the ground. Well done. Standing up. That was a throw. Definite throw from Tudor, but not picked up by the umpire. Falls to Jake Reid. He'll probably want the boundary here, I reckon. Yep. Happily sees it over.
And gave away a free kick. Well, the umpire saw it. Just silly.
Just a bit of Trevor Chappell stuff.
Not sure about that. The kick
Just
still
a wobble.
works.
Just
It was a bit of a mung when it fell in Ferguson's lap.
You could just tell as he was running over, he waited long
Yeah.
enough. He wanted everyone to look at him.
Yeah. Here's your moment, umpire.
Yes.
Ferguson's 50 out then. It'll favour his left foot. Featherston wants it in deep.
It's technically 80.
Might not get there.
Please.
Holds up. Here he is. Goes one. Goes two and nearly holds it. Good effort from the big man. Dumped out of there. It's a foot race
Yeah.
now. Capra and Big Toddling.
It's gone 100 metres, that
It's
kick.
gone a long way. Geez, look at Hickey put on a clean pair of heels. Nicely done.
He done well,
James,
didn't
squaring ball really
Hang
nice
on,
too.
go back. What did you call Stevenson? Toddling,
Ball
you
in the
called
middle-
him?
in the middle of the- Called it last week, Mookie. You got to listen to some more. Rees through the middle of Hamlin Park, drives. That's
Got
a
him.
nice looking kick
Got
too
him.
in the
Yep.
lap of Jacko Davis. Long way from home.
Even he's not good
No,
enough
he
to
didn't
be-
like it.
Looks up. There's not a whole lot on for him. Goes very short.
what
That
a
is beautifully
kick.
done.
What
That's
a kick.
Eye of the needle stuff.
Yeah,
He had to
yeah.
bypass 3 Bell Park defenders that kick. And it did to find Ferguson.
It's their first mark inside 50 for the quarter. But it's a very good one.
It was a pretty average mark, I think. Wilbur.
No,
It
I
was a
mean,
good kick.
I mean the kick from Davis.
Yes.
Sorry.
Here comes Ferguson.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, just the wind's got hold of that. Just bring it across the face.
Oh, it's
and a rush behind.
Tough one to judge that.
Yeah. On the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, that takes Joey's to 15-7-97. Bell Park 8-3, 51, 10 minutes gone as the ball thumped out of the goal square into the centre of the ground. Stevenson can't mark it. Not by hand. Over to Smith, the little tough man that Puffin Billy. If only he could. Ball bounces over to Costello. Gets around by hand. to Jacko Bright. Back to Costello. To Patton. What can he do? Ball just munged out of there by Joey's defender. Comes out again. It's like a volleyball swat.
Oh, how'd he get out there?
Jokic. Then McNamara with the helmet. He's got one. I'm tipping that wouldn't be too many goals that Jack McNamara's kicked. And Buzz is going to look it up so that he can just prove he's exactly right.
Leader of the band, Milky.
Yeah, my name is McNamara. There's two of them out there, so which band do you follow? One for Joey's and one for Bell Park. You always follow the winners. You never worry about following the losers. 15-7-97 Joey's. That takes Bell Park.
Bandwagoner, Milky.
9-3-57. 40-point margin to St Joseph's. 11 minutes gone. Buzz is doing his homework now to find out if that is McNamara's first
Just
goal.
got their phones out.
Just can't see his name in here, Milky.
Oh, maybe he's not registered, so he could miss the points.
Wish I could invite you, but I cannot see his
There's
name.
a little
He's not
sneaky
here.
bomb from Buzz again.
Yeah. He's always sneaky, his bombs. The ball comes out wide from O'Connor. Bouncing ball, measures leads in the race. Reckon the boundary line will beat him. No, he keeps it in, does he?
Oh.
Yes, how does he do that all the time? Down the line he goes, finds Haints. Loving this midfield stuff, Haints, isn't he? Look to give off the handball. Decides, play on's a call. Just pops it up. Allen is the target. Oh! Takes a slipped catch.
Paid it, yeah.
And paid it. Thought he
Don't know
grassed it.
about that.
I think you did. I think you
I
did
thought
actually.
he
That's sort of on the ground.
Yeah, I think he put it on the ground.
Yes, he did. Into the pocket he goes, looking for Kelleher. Good
strong
strong
mark.
contested mark.
Got good hands, Kelleher.
He has,
He
yeah.
plays taller than his size at times. If that makes any sense.
No.
Nothing makes sense comes out here. What are you talking about?
He plays like a tall player with his hands, but
Being
he's not
a small
that tall.
forward.
Okay, now you can,
Work that one out.
I'm even more confused.
roving,
what a
good
front
roving
centre.
from Adams. Gets it over. Ferguson dishes off the hands. Tudor, what can he do? At ground level, Bell Park working their butts off. Oh, Benstead dishes off the handball to Jokic. Jokic goes down. Good call there from Hickey.
Numbers.
Good call. Benny Capra back on that and said, I've got this, Benny. So, James Hickey, just no one.
That's no good.
No.
Oh,
well
Well
done.
done.
Hang on. What happened there? Where'd Reese come from?
Good effort.
Ball
saw
comes in.
two.
Hutchison, yeah, I think you might have got one there. Hutchison grabs a footy. Umpire is balling it up, I think. Never can quite get them right. Yes, he is. 50 metres out from the St Joey's goal.
Vale convincingly down, only as far as the man we mentioned, Rees. From the point of the
Socked up.
centre square, it's a very wide kick to no great advantage. Kershaw, though. McLaughlin, haven't seen much of him this afternoon.
very
All in the
quiet.
case of the fumbles, too. Got his hands clear just down to Kelleher, who loops a handball over the top, wasn't his best.
Put measures under all sorts of pressure.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow, that's
Yes. Even the great Super Joe don't like that one.
sure about that.
we had a few of those in the first quarter. They left him alone for a while.
He
Smith.
brought it out. He brought that one.
The recipient drives it a long way. Stevenson went one hand. Or somehow it found its way to O'Connor. Not sure if that was legal or not. Not went without it. Oh, well, that's
Not.
yeah, make sense of that. Lovick through the hands of Jimmy Allen. Stays in for him. Haynes under a lot of pressure from Jackson Sheringham. Was worried out of it. Brighton now the high footy. It'll probably fly out of play. Out in the
Bang.
form does. Ben Capra will take the free kick.
Bowen heads hit the front over parameters.
Someone yawning. Did I hear someone yawning into their microphone?
I think it was
Wilbur.
you.
It was
no,
Wilbur.
I think it was
It
you.
was Wilbur.
I wasn't.
It wasn't me.
It was so you, Wilbur. 97 plays 57. 14 and a half. Bowen has hit the front. They're all excited about that one because this is crap. Ball goes out of side.
How the Swans doing, Kurt?
Leopold hit the front by 1 point.
No, that's no good.
Haints by hand to Adams. He's got Paliuris, who's been really good today.
That's 50.
Oh, that is 50. He's picked up 3 metres there.
Yep.
He goes back to Tudor. The big,
So's that.
Yep, the big Tudes.
The big tudes.
The big Tudes. Well, I got to beat Toddling. I got to come up with something to beat
You
Toddling.
certainly didn't beat it with the big tudes.
So Reese, he's got right in front of the kick. Going to kick it right in front of the kick. Commentary truck. Oh, good mark there to Buckley.
Harry Smith.
Uncontested.
Didn't know what to do then because
Yeah,
he wasn't whacking anyone.
This. What's the? Wow. The very interesting
That's
there.
like a full.
The two Bell Park, and Buckley rightly so. Says, hang on a
not
minute,
sure
where
why.
what happened to Mark?
Yeah.
Not sure why it was
what was
playing.
going on there.
Yeah.
He'll be tossed in directly in front of us. Sheets and went everywhere. Tudor. On it down, numbers with Joey's here. Rees turns back into traffic, falls to Smith. Pushed as he kicked. No free kick over the head of Lovick. Geez, the glove had an area, I reckon, then. Capra got his hands clear only as far as Garth. He takes 3 with him. That's how big he is. And then Patton wrapped up by Lovick. Not going anywhere. Be thrown up right on the paint of 50 for the Dragons. The score reads 15-7-97 thanks to Bendigo Bank. That's St Joey's. Bell Park 9-3-57 as Jacko Davis hobbles past with a strapping on some hammy.
Hamstring stress.
Not sure why he'd go back out if he was that badly hurt, though, Milky.
Leave it. 40 points up as the ball goes towards goal. There's a wrestle in the goal square.
Free kick.
Free kick for the hold. And dragged Garth down, shooting for his third. He won't miss this one. 3 metres out.
Did well, Garth, to get in front spot to get the free kick.
They'll probably rest a few next week, I'd suggest, St Joseph's. They got Lara at St Joseph's.
You wouldn't rest me against them. that'd be the day I'd be standing in the goal square saying, just get it to me. Just get it to me.
Just give it some air.
Yeah,
I'll do the rest.
That's it. We weren't paying attention. I thought he almost missed that, Jared Garth. But he gets his third. And Bell Park's 10th. Thought, you're not that well, Buzz. Seriously.
Doing well to be.
10-3-63.
Big heart,
15-7-97. 10-3. They've kicked 4 straight. Bell Park. St Joseph's kicked 1 behind in this last quarter.
Q is in the rack.
Yes. I think
17
inside the
gone.
commentary box and outside.
Yep. Certainly one of us has the Q in the rack. I'm going to let you guess who. See, Lynch has been moved up to a wing now.
Wilbur, don't take that sort of stuff, mate.
Yeah,
Seriously, don't take it.
It wasn't directed
Cheers,
at you,
peasant.
little...
Peasant.
Boy, it wasn't actually directed at you, Wilbur,
Okay.
but if you're going to roll with that, be careful.
Oh, look at this!
Well, that's
Have a
gone
look at
backwards.
that!
It's a boomerang.
It's a boomerang!
It was actually a boomerang,
It is.
Milky.
Yes,
in every
it went
sense of the
backwards.
word, it went backwards. Mark was paid, though. Worked it out. McLaughlin v Swain. Swain wins it down. Spins it a trouble. Davis, can he wriggle away clear? Swain goes again at ground level. Well done by him. And be thrown up. Wow, that ball kick
That was a beauty, wasn't it?
Yeah,
was
it came back.
genuine boomerang.
Yep.
Sorry about the peasant call, Buzz.
Oh, he's still...
Oh,
that's last week's
there
stuff.
we go.
Last week's stuff, he's still going on about it.
Sucking up from last
No,
week.
no, just the call I just did then.
Yeah, dig your own hole, Wilbur. You can feel it.
Okay, fair enough.
Workplace bullying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should get a form.
Don't have it.
Palliaris takes that out of the ruck. Handball's over to Jacko McLaughlin. Ball off.
Oh, how good's that goalkeeping?
Goalkeeping,
That was
yeah.
very good
Mark
with his
Schwarzer.
boot. And picks up Riley Ferguson, picks up right on the paint of the
Oh, no,
boundary
they
line.
missed that.
Over the top, Adams. Hates
tell
is
me
there.
No, that was out by a long way, Milky. He was in the car park.
Ferguson was ordering his beer in the pub there.
Put $1 in the bogey. Oh, no,
Met
responsible.
one of your... I saw one of your... I wanted to use the toilet in there, and one of the people you spent a lot of time chasing was in there this morning.
Really?
Okay.
Was it a bomb?
Infamous Geelong. Got a bit of a track record as the ball comes out.
It's Geelong. That's all we get.
Geelong type that Kirsch knows a lot about. You know? I don't want to say too much because there's a chance he'd come in here and belt the crap out of me. 97 plays 63. Ticking over 19 minutes.
Yep. Tossed in to shallow one again. Makes it eventually. Featherson tries to tap it over the back. Buckley attacked it nicely. Wraps up Vale. Couldn't get his arms around Emo. Ferguson read it best, but didn't hit it
Did
well
all hard work, didn't
on
he?
the snap. Through for a behind. Shouts of lock it in. Ring around from Jimmy Allen as Lynch plays on. And drives it. He's got a
That's
good
the
piece of
centre.
it too. Right to the middle of the ground. It falls out the
Look at
back.
this.
Foot race on him. Lovick waits.
Just-
Waits because he knew all the time that he was going to get that footy. Read it superbly now. Haints through the middle of the ground. Oh, jeez. Up
Free kick.
early was Davis. Lynch has held his ground and took the easy mark in the end. Patney on his left foot here. Turns to it now. Chips to half forward. Has Jacko Bright. No, it's over his head. Carried a long way. Garth back to Bright. Jackson kicks towards goal. Narrow. Through for a minor score.
Has he kicked a goal today?
Yeah, he's got one.
No, he's one.
Yep.
Yes.
1-2 he has for the day. Jacko.
Been in
Paddy
good
has it
form.
behind.
Been quiet today.
Yeah. Need to fire him up tonight, get him out. Ball pops up to Tudor. Seemed to hang in the air for a while, but he's got Kelleher. Wobbles it to him. He takes the mark at half back. Kelleher now wonders where he's going.
He's got nothing.
He had Haints, but he ignored him. He's gone back to Tudor.
So Featherstone has to get across here from the middle of the ground because it's got to just be a kick down the
Oh, he kicks in the man on the mark. It's picked up by Smith. Handball across. He goes to O'Connor. O'Connor, does he hit his teammate? He doesn't. Kelleher, no. Forced over the boundary line. Sheringham, the bad Sheringham, appealing for a free kick.
Where's the pup gone to hold that door?
He's there.
He's there. He's just given up.
Oh, there he is.
I think that's who Buzz was referring to about someone who...
No,
Yeah,
definitely wasn't.
Well, it's two. So there's only
It's
two.
Tudor.
There's only three left.
Pushed in the back. Vale swinging out of the contest with his left foot. Plenty of numbers up. Garth couldn't quite gather it cleanly. Super Joe.
Barrel.
And an inverted barrel. Nicely done. Carried a long way. Falls to the back. Alfred first there for Bell Park. Has Stack in support. Benstead played a nice game. And at the back half, good lean kick too, and Bright.
Had a good season, Benstead.
Yep. Had to stretch. Took it well. Paddy Bright. Long way out, but
he's having a shot.
He's with the aid of the breeze, of course. So it looks like he's going to back himself here, the Karaoke King. He'll kick from right on 50.
Waiting for it.
It's a tough, tight angle for a right footer, but within his limits as he kicks towards goal now to fall short. In fact, it's right to the line. Kept in by Morrison, but
he got the curl
Hutchinson
back there.
sees him over.
Didn't have the distance, obviously.
Moves Bell Park on to 10-5-65. Thanks to Bendigo Bank. St Joey's 15-8,
Dad's
98.
just turned his mic off because Riley's gone off the ground. No point in me talking, he goes. That's the end of that.
That might be the cue in the rack there, Milky.
Yeah. Measures, has a bounce, kicks to himself, has a bounce, comes out looking for Super Joe. Oh, good strong
he got
hands.
one too.
Got one in the
Midriff.
midriff.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
here we
from
go.
O'Connor.
Here we go.
Yeah, Jackson McLaughlin's going on with one here. He's not happy about it.
Oh, he gets very slow to get up, Super Joe.
Yeah, just be winded.
You would have thought with the stomach of steel, the abs.
A few jumpers been broken in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Ben
Gallo, he got
McNamara's
two on him.
tossed out of there.
Two on him.
That jumper.
That Smithy there.
50.
Paid him.
He was always going to do it. That's what
Yeah.
he was standing there waiting for.
Yep.
I think it was Tyler Stack that gave the 50 away.
Yeah.
He's done that twice now.
But, just noticed that young Harry Smith throwing the weight around in there
Just
again.
Getting in there. He came quickly, didn't he, Harry Smith?
Yes.
Likes to get into it.
Gut run to get over to that push and shove.
Joey.
Speaking of gut run, Joey's just going backwards here.
Oh, have a look at Super Joe, would you?
He's getting a run up. He comes.
It's a long run. He carries
Goes
that
in the
little-
pocket. Featherstone from behind. Doesn't take the mark. Not. Does a handball, boys. Put that down. Get vision of that. Bottom of the pack. Benstead. Oh, it's picked up by Rees. Rees top. Keller has got him at the top of the square.
Oh.
He doesn't judge it, though. He's got two to beat. Patton, is it? Or is it Love?
Tackle.
Tries to
Yep.
gets tackled and gives away the free kick.
Oi.
Yeah, umpire goes down.
God, I'd love to see that.
Hands from Hickey across to Tudor. Bouncing ball. Oh, trying to pick it up there. It was O'Leary. And a goal.
Goal out of nothing.
Buckley. Goal from nothing.
That all happened there.
Just,
Umpire
Just
got taken out.
yeah. Tommy O'Leary sort of coughed it up and Buckley made the most of his little opportunity and bang.
It's taken them the 24-minute mark to get their first goal for the quarter, but definitely good for St Joseph's now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably not
Come on,
bad.
boys, a bit of
It's not
support.
bad, I mean-
a little bit of support for the little fellow, ain't they?
40 odd points up. I mean,
Yeah, well,
it's not,
I mean, they might want a little bit more percentage because
percentage.
I don't think
I know percentage is going to hurt.
I don't know,
They're
but Bell-
undefeated.
Bendigo
I mean,
Bank 16,804.
I know what you're saying, though, Wilbur.
10-5-65.
they'd be disappointed with Bell Park kicking 4 goals for the quarter.
Character assassination here for the poor young stats man.
Baptism of fire.
Ball goes towards goal, out on the full from Bell Park. I think it was Love again who popped that one out in the full. And the free kick taken by McNamara. And this one is the leader of the band. 40 points up, yeah, they're always the leader of the band.
Yep.
In the pocket. I'll keep going, Buzz. You just have a rest over there as he goes out wide.
Oh, I'll take it over.
Oh, look, he took the mark,
Takes
eh?
the mark.
Have a look at that.
I just saw him out there, Milky. I just thought I'd wait, and he
Yeah.
kicks inside 50. Oh, dropped off. Hickey Played a nice game.
Yeah,
Had a
played
good year.
game, yes.
Compiled a nice season as a small lockdown
Paddy
defender.
Bright has just pinched another 3 metres.
Really established himself in this senior side.
Absolutely. Kicks wide. Gee, it's good. Oh, nearly good grab to chest. Paliuris went the 2 grabs. Super Joe harassed by Benstead and eased over the line. Just outside the paint of 50.
Yes, old James, I did tell him all you got to do is lose a bit of weight and get a bit fitter and he'll be fine.
He's actually got a really good turn of foot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Smart footballer. Got a massive head though.
Yep.
Tossed in. Featherston thumps it clear. He knows it too. Long ball inside 50. Spoil came from Morrison. Look at that teamwork out of the back half. They've got great cohesion down there. Lovick with a left foot ball to Kelleher this way and that. Has McNamara in support. It was a hot handball. Kelleher's run himself in a bit of trouble. Squaring ball. Not great at all.
Shocking.
Hutchison goes by hand. Patton from the paint of 50. Tugs it to the near side. Through for a minor score.
They did that pretty poorly, Joey's then.
Yep. And Bell Park didn't make him pay.
No.
There he is, son of a gun. Have a look at him walking past, pretending to ignore us, but he's not. We know you can't, Riley.
Oh, no. Someone from the crowd's kicked it into the goalpost and it's bounced back over the fence.
What are the chances?
Come on, just hurry up and end this game, and they're wasting time with that.
Why is there only a net at one end of the ground?
To protect the poker machines. I don't know.
Doesn't make much sense, does
No,
it, Milky?
no.
Oh, little candy.
He does love it, doesn't he,
loves
Measures?
it. Yep.
Comes out to the... Oh! Lovick! Put it down!
That's it. That's the winner.
Wow.
We almost had the other one anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, he was competing with himself by this stage, but
just saw the shiny nude nut go across the pack and
You know why Milky has gone sock up, sock down?
goes towards the commentary block. Kershaw takes the mark. Kersh. Jace Connolly talking to you. There he goes, Kershaw, down the line.
made an offer to you, did they, Kirsch?
They did. They nearly come here actually in 90.
Jackson
4 or 5.
Yeah.
Geez, that would have been the biggest move in Geelong Free League history.
Mate, I could almost not have said no to the money.
What are we talking?
Oh, boy.
We were talking a lot back then.
Here we go. Kirsch just revealing some trade secrets.
Patton. You got, mate. Kick up.
Kicks forward. Costello, haven't seen much of the wee man this afternoon. Oh, geez, McNamara got it. He's under all sorts of pressure. Managed to get rid of it, though, in the end. Morrison, Ferguson, Kershaw, McLaughlin, just reeling off names here under all sorts of pressure. Well done by Kershaw with his hands clear. That was vital. Kicked a Sanal forward. Benstead has good position. Thumped away, though. Kelleher wrapped up by 2.
The first
Yeah,
one,
he's
yeah.
gone, yes. Yeah, he had an opportunity.
You don't get a second chance.
No. Go first
You're
option.
going to either Smith or Alford. It's Smith, who has Stack, who hasn't stopped trying. D. Stevenson drives it inside 50. Knights through his arms in the end. Pretty easy mark. Spilt it. Hickey did well. McNamara at ground level. Very slow. Lackadaisical in the end.
He's running through the mud there a bit, wasn't he?
And Paddy Bright, the man who applies the tackle. So the score reads 10-6-66. We're nearly done here in the final term. Thanks to Bendigo Bank. St Joey's 16-8, 104.
Tell me something about this knot, Buzz. Where's he from?
Oh,
Don't know.
don't know.
Okay.
Kirsch?
No worries.
Sorry.
Lovick spills it, goes over to Capra. Back
Anyone?
to Lovick, somehow he kept it in play. End of the game.
Andy Cramp's happy.
Andy Cramp is
Yep.
happy. She's got a couple of...
Very happy.
Very happy.
A little dance on the boundary.
10-6-66. Bell Park. Defeated by St Joey's 16-8, 104. We might have a break, I think, boys, because it's been fever pitch stuff, this. And come back with our Unique of the Week.
Yes, stay tuned, Unique of the Week.
6 people votes. They'll be writing for days. Our mark and goal of the day. Kicks
And
FM.
ground the rounds, don't
And
forget.
ground the rounds, yes. Kicks FM 89.3 is country and is football.
For Blood Toyota.